Welcome back to Bloodlords, everyone. Now I'm recording, so if we want to get back into that weird talk about sweet potato, we can. But other than that, in our last session, our lovely group of adventurers finally got to fight. Solomon found that sweet release that he's been craving for a few sessions. And you guys got to fight things.
Yeah.
Following your return to the past, to the Mekatar of 200 years ago, just past the fated wedding between Kashmi and Amira, you all had time to relax-ish and rest. You've got 200 years to accomplish the only official job you have, finding the divinity leech that Abraxas mentioned was lost or stolen or whatever, who knows, and return it to them. And,
Good
you know,
Abraxas.
do whatever else you want with your own lives. Mess with the timeline. Who knows? Kill some people. Have fun. You met with Lixel, the Lixel who had just escaped from the wedding, made her way to meet you all here in Mekatar, and after confirming that it was the quote-unquote real you, as real as it could be given the information that was then provided, Lixel showed you all your own heads. Aside from Solomon, of course. Those of you who were at the wedding seemingly implying that the real versions of yourself had been actively murdered back then, and perhaps the yous of now are simply clones, copies created by Lauren. You don't know. Who knows? I know, maybe. I might not.
Oh, Kashmi also wasn't present.
Correct. Kashmi's head wasn't present because Kashmi didn't have a physical head back then.
He did not.
So Kashmi, your friends might not be your actual friends. Though that does raise a question. The heart bond ritual seemingly worked with Amira, and you have a connection with Amira, so that must mean this is the real Amira, right? Surely, during those 200 years of drug-induced torture, they wouldn't have, with this fake Amira, forced a heart bond ritual between the two of you that you don't remember. Surely not.
She's here now. She's real enough for me.
For now.
Aww.
Certainly. From there, though, you all decided it was high time that you found an actual backer for yourself. Someone to provide you support, someone whose name you could throw behind you. Act with a little more impunity and not necessarily have to worry about the entirety of Geb coming after you once more when you don't expect it. I can't wait for the party to have its next wedding, because we're running it back. Unfortunately, my best chance at that happening was ruined by someone leaving.
Who left?
Exactly. In search of your own backer, you guys decided to go with the Builders League, the faction that, at this point in time, you had the best reputation with. You tracked down and sought out the Archmage Verixel, a mummy belonging to the Builders League, and made your case for sponsorship, to which you received a favorable response, a deal where you all would receive support, backing, potentially even finances to help fund yourself, as long as you occasionally take on a few missions for the Builders League, do things in their name to help improve them. You did not become an actual member of the League, simply outsiders being supported. You're being sponsored by them.
Yeah.
And to celebrate this sponsorship, you were given your first job. Figure out who's murdering the higher-ups of the Builders League and other great factions, kill them, find out their list of next targets in the other factions, and bring that list back to the Builders League. After all, members of the Builders League dying is mildly problematic. But what we really care about is killing members of the other factions.
The
The Builders League will
spoilers, it was me all along, and the party is my next target.
Exactly. The Builders League will happily suffer losses if they can dictate who all in the other factions is getting got at any given point in time.
It got losers.
So you all begin investigating. You found that a number of the murder sites had a holy symbol drawn somewhere nearby, a holy symbol that you were able to connect to the god of ghouls, the patron saint of the flesh eaters. What fuckers? And of course, the leader of the ghouls, Kortash Khaine himself, a spellcaster feasibly on the same level as Geb, is currently in Mekatar. And has been
How
for
curious.
slightly longer than the murders have been going on. What a coinky-dink.
I know!
So you all in your nice little way decided to go question him. And just had a very lovely dinner with him. No one died, no one was eaten, and you all received the information that you were looking for, that it was not Kortash who was behind this, but instead a different sect of his faith that had sort of followed his contingent and was now here in Mekatar, feasibly trying to besmirch his efforts into fixing the relationship with Geb that has dwindled these past few hundred years. So, you found where the Secret Eaters were, and decided to storm their base, the Tower of Gnawed Bones. You made your way into the front door, you killed some ghouls, you made your way into a big room where you found a lovely, lovely monstrosity being sucked dry by some strange machine. You fought some ghouls, you killed some ghouls, some more ghouls descended from the upper floor, and you freed this monster, hoping that it would fight alongside you. It did not.
Asshole.
Instead attacking Kashmi.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that is where we find ourselves today, still in the midst of this fight. Many of the ghouls lie dead, only two of them, this one and this one, over by Solomon, remain standing, as well as this large monster. So, to let everyone know what's going on, you've got your hero points. We are, for those of you who are not in my other games, we are slightly modifying how I'm using hero points. You are no longer going to gain a free hero point on a natural 1. However, if you fail a hero-pointed roll, you will still refund it, and you are going to start every session with 3 hero points instead of 2. So you'll start with 1 more, but no more gaining hero points on nat 1s. Also, if I see you continuously making map 10 attacks and hero pointing them just cuz, I'm going to find some way to make you suffer. I don't know what yet, but I will do it. Do something else with your third action.
Aid.
Like prepare to aid.
Like prepare to aid, or move out of melee reach of the enemy. There's so many
Stream
choices.
in their face.
But starting us off today, I've actually got all the enemies going before any of you, so Solomon, I hope you're ready to get hurt. Because the ghoul right next to you is up first.
Yeah, didn't he... Isn't he a mountain stance?
He is, and the ghoul right next to you is stunned 1. However, I can still do some fun things, like...
That's right, I got stunned 3 on a couple of them.
Yeah, you got a lot of stunning done last time. You'll also notice, Solomon, you do have a new button on your hotbar, which is just a Flurry of Blows macro. That should roll both attacks and damage for you, all with just that little click, and it's a question that it'll ask you. So, starting with this ghoul that is stunned 1 and stupefied 1, he is going to spend his first action simply raising his shield. And with his last action, he's going to hit you with his flail, Solomon.
Okay.
And we're gonna miss. Oh no. Uh-oh. This is not good,
You're
friends.
you're still lucky I don't have opportunistic grappling.
I know. So he's going to lose stunned. He gets his full actions next turn, assuming he survives that long. But that is going to bring us to the big bastard downstairs over here. The right monstrosity that is ready to consume.
Thunder from down under.
But let's see what I would like to do here. Oh, sure. We'll go ahead and just hit some people, I suppose. Why not? Let's keep it nice and fair. We'll leave it up to the dice who is going to get bit here.
Oh, fuck.
Amira's getting bit with this guy's first action. And I believe that is a crit on you to start. With a 42.
Yeah, it sure is.
For a modest 56 points of damage, plus some bleed that you don't have to care about. But will you also give me a fortitude save, please?
How big does this place look?
The tower?
Yeah.
You would estimate probably, if based on the size of this room, assuming they're all the same, somewhere in the realm of 5 floors.
Okay, I'm not going to use whammy in that case.
Sounds
I only
good.
have one left.
Yeah, you only have one left for today. So, though it is currently late afternoon. Okay.
I'm very concerned about what this is about to be, so. Although that was a... Oh, okay.
Very nice. All right, so as this creature lunges towards you, biting, piercing through your flesh, you can both feel and see your flesh around the wound immediately begin to fester and rot. However, thankfully, you manage to quickly pull back and stave off any form of infection that this might be. And you are just fine from that effect. For my next trick, we're going to bite Kashmi too, because why not? We'll just spread the consumption around.
That's my shtick.
No, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. That is going to be 32 points of damage to you, Kashmi, as it impacts you, and if I could also get a fortitude save from you, please. Okay, you are just fine. My favorite thing is this creature's supposed to have an aura that makes your save worse against this effect, but nowhere does it say how big the aura is.
He has 24 hit points. I am not just fine. My wife has equally low hit points. She is not fine.
I don't know.
I'll make sure her body doesn't go to waste after.
I'll be fine.
And who are we attacking last?
Me.
The ghoul. Who's dead? Oh, that guy's dead. Let's see. Oh, the anti-paladins are still alive. Well, Kashmi, I'm sorry that makes you the target here. For the final
Who's
strike.
dead? On my screen, they're all still alive.
You have to hover them. They just don't have the dead icon over them. Kashmi, that is going to hit.
Oh.
Amira, you see this impacting Kashmi, and she is not looking good. So, it's up to you if you want to try and save her or not.
Hold on. Let me check the... Okay, our casters still have a lot of spells left. And this guy has a really good 2-hit modifier anyways. I think even if I whammy him, it's not going to make that much of a difference. I'm sorry, guys.
This is his last attack of the turn, and he's at map 10.
Oh, right, he's at map 10. Yeah, sure. You're baiting me, but that's okay.
I'm asking you if you would like to save your wife. Okay. Then we shall re-roll and keep Lower result. And that is going to turn it into a miss.
Hey,
Oh.
So,
I
at
love
the
you.
last moment,
you too.
Amira, lashing out with her magic, helps you turn away from the bite and survive it, Kashmi. That is going to lead us to this anti-paladin over here between Mahari and Aranth. Oh, goody goody gumdrop. What would he like to do? Mahari, you have a reactive strike, do you not?
Yep.
These guys have seen that by this point. So he is going to one action step away from you.
Okay.
Use his second action to Touch of Corruption himself for
Okay.
some healing.
You sure he
Do
doesn't
you
want to
have
run
reach
across
on
the
your
room
weapon
and start
right now,
attacking me?
Mahari?
No.
Oh, thank goodness. So he is going to regain some health while being next to Aranth. Actually, he did cast a spell here, so let me roll his flat check, because he might not have... He failed. He would not get that healing. Because his DC was 6 for that stupefy check, so he will fail.
And he's
Well, that's
frightened.
unfortunate. Yeah, I don't care about that. Last action, we'll hit Aranth with the flail. Because we care.
Gee.
Because we care.
And that's going to be a nat 1 to hit.
You
So
sure
that's
they don't
gonna
want to
be-
just come over here and start attacking me?
I'm fairly certain. And I think Mahari is going to get this kill anyways.
Yeah.
Go for
Now,
it, Mahari.
Jericho, I can stride through Aranth's space
You
because
may.
she's my okay,
Yeah, you
so
can move through allies just fine. You cannot end in their space, though.
okay, I'm gonna stride right here, target the ghoul, and attack. Just a regular attack.
Go for it.
I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay. Want to see that kill happen. A 30 is going to hit.
Very good damage.
21 damage, and you know he has to do it, Mahari. He's got a destructive vengeance you. So both of you are going to take 13 more damage. And he wasn't expecting to roll that high. 13's going to kill him.
So I wouldn't be able to trigger Iron Command off of that because he did.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just leave that.
Yeah, he
Real
did.
And then for my last action, I'm going to use my last focus point and cast Touch of the Void on Kashmi.
Okay. Very, very nice.
So, Kashmi, go ahead and take 30 seconds.
Ooh. It feels nice.
Kashmir, you were at 24 health, right? I want to roll just to see if you would have gone down. I'm fairly sure you would have. Unfortunate. That was a bad damage roll. You might have stayed up.
Yay.
All right, Amira, that's going to bring us to you.
Okay.
Get away from it.
Yeah. First things first. Gonna devise on it.
Sure.
Always worth devising.
You have determined creatures or what's going on inside this location as your investigation, so this will be a free action.
Well, that's a skill stratagem.
Try to suggestion him to see if he would help us fight the other guys.
Suggestion doesn't work in combat.
Oh. What is the one that works in combat?
Command.
Man.
Fuck. Okay,
Uh,
thank you. Good call.
Yeah. But command doesn't have like that specific. Anyways,
Dominate person, I think, would be the other thing.
Yeah, dominate is.
Yeah. Also, let me like run away from this thing so it has to get
Okay.
through me first.
Yeah. So 0 actions to do that. So now I'm going to try to demoralize it. Be like, oh, you're gonna pay for that. My dog's about to rip your throat.
Okay.
What's up?
I just said okay, with a laugh.
Oh.
And you are aware you share a language with this thing. It speaks Chthonian.
Okay.
Liking the twos today.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna spend
Must
a
be
hero
Tuesday.
point.
Okay.
Okay. And then I should have bond mode first. I'm an idiot.
It's never too late to
Second
bond mode
action,
now.
all bond mode.
Hit me with it.
Yeah, just making sure I have.
Sorry.
everything. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. If
You're
it
an
makes you
ugly
feel any
motherfucker.
better, it would not have been frightened even
Okay.
after this bonbo.
Okay, thank you. Okay. And then I'm gonna run away.
Are you certain? You want to stride away?
We've recalled knowledge on this thing, right?
Nope.
We haven't.
Mm-mm. You either haven't or you have and you failed, but you have not learned anything about this creature.
Okay. Well,
Well, if you don't stride, you're going to be even if you step, you're still going to be within its range. So you're going to get it either way.
yeah, so rather than striding and falling right here and now, I'm going to recall knowledge.
Okay.
Because at least I'll be able to get that to you guys before
She
I go
fell
down.
for it. What are you trying to figure out?
Shut up. Actions and reactions.
Yeah, you have seen this thing before make its confusing display as it sort of writhed its limbs and flesh, squirming and seeming in a very unsettling manner that attempted to stupefy everyone nearby. Which, actually, speaking of which, this ghoul probably shouldn't have been stupefied anymore because he's not confused, but whatever. Anyone who's stupefied at this point can probably get rid of it because it only lasted for a round on a success. So you've seen that out of it. You know it can do that. You also know that after it's been used, creatures are immune to its display for another minute. You sort of get used to the weirdness of it.
Mm-hmm.
Based off of how it's breathing, you have an idea that it seems to be able to inhale something. It's sort of taking heavy breaths in, focusing on you all, but by the fact that nothing's actually happening and it hasn't actively tried to do anything, you get the sense that whatever ability this is, it likely would inflict void damage. And thus, being surrounded by undead, it's smart enough to not use it.
Okay.
But you assume it has a probably 2-action cone ability that deals void damage.
That makes sense. Okay. No reactive strike then, huh?
Nope, not that you're aware of. You haven't seen anything out of it, so
Okay. Well then that's
you're fairly certain it does not have
tell
one.
my friends about the breath weapon and that they should probably spread out as soon as they can.
All right, then Kashmi, that's going to bring us to you.
I'll be fine. Just kill it.
Kashmi is unfortunately out of focus points and has strained mind today.
Run away, Kashmi.
Hit it hard, Kashmi.
Huh?
Sorry.
Well, this is new.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Let me check on that. I'm not sure you'll have the space to transform here.
Fine, I didn't even want to be a dragon anyway.
I would
Dragons are
recommend not
stupid.
casting it anyway right now, Kashmi, because there's so few enemies. You don't want to waste your big spell on that.
I mean, I thought it would be fun. He hit my wife.
That's fair. It's got to hit him with something else.
Ugh. I mean, I don't know if you know this, but I'm kind of a one-trick pony.
You can still do imaginary weapon. You just can't do the amped version of it that deals more damage.
I mean, I guess you're right. He is standing directly in front of me.
He is.
Is imaginary weapon a focus spell or is it a regular spell?
It's a
It's a
focused
cantrip.
cantrip.
Interesting.
I think you could.
Very busted cantrip.
Well, so Psychic can then amp it with a focus point that turns it effectively into an actual spell for more damage. You could also roll in the attack. All right. That just barely misses, Kashmir. I'm so sorry.
That's what hero points are for, right?
That is.
Oh my
That's still a
God.
miss. So take your hero point back.
This is not going to be a good session. We're going to get our asses kicked.
And remember, where you see these dots is the big iron cage, so you can't really walk through it.
How big is the iron cage, and why can't I float through it?
Because
Or
you do not
open it.
have the feat that allows you to float through walls yet.
How tall is it? Can I fly over
It
it?
is 20 feet, if I recall. Do you have the feat that allows you to actually truly leave the ground?
Yeah, she has fly speed.
But that's just how ghosts work, where they're sort of floating a few inches off the ground.
No, she on her sheet she actively has a 25-foot fly speed.
Right.
Oh,
Because that's how the ghost dedication works. They then have an actual feat that allows them to freely
Oh.
fly.
I understand. I
Yeah.
apologize.
But because they're not on the ground, they have a regular move speed normally. Let's see, it would be...
She decided to just move.
Yep, I'm
manually.
seeing. All
Gosh.
right. You get behind the panel, which is going to give you pretty heavy cover if this thing were to go after you. And Aranth, that's going to bring us to you. You are no longer concealed, but you are up. Aranth?
Nyx?
I thought it was still Kashmir's turn. I'm so sorry.
No, you're up.
Okay.
Ghost has Ghost Flight as an 8th level feat, and then Pass Through as a 10th level feat, and these are what allow you to move through walls and fly freely. And 14th level, if you have Ghost Flight, there's Unlimited Ghost Flight, which is just always.
When did I get the cursed family background? Wait.
Well, I mean,
To be fair,
Whack.
So, if you use Phantom Pain or Phantasmal Killer, I did Bon Mow it, so its will saves are lower.
It's immune to death effects, though, isn't it?
The big
Is
guy?
he?
I don't know. I'm asking.
not as far
Normally
as
these
you're
big
aware.
guys are.
Well, Phantom Pain isn't even a death effect, so.
Well, I meant Phantasmal Killer.
That's a death effect. Death effect. Yeah.
It's Aranth's turn, so I'll let her.
You bottom out the big guy?
Yeah, Bon Mowed the big guy. So he's all softened up for you.
Wackada monster. Okay. That is going to be a failure because of the Bon Mow.
Bon Mow so good.
So he is going to take 35 points of damage and go ahead and hit that persistent mental button as well. As he'll take that and become sickened. And as long as, if he recovers from sickened, he'll recover from the persistent damage. Something interesting you note, though, Aranth. As you impact this monstrosity with a massive amount of agony through its mental body, it does not take nearly as much damage as you would expect it to. This creature seems to have a resistance to mental damage.
Jiminy Cricket.
Still took a lot, but not all. And it's not particularly looking great right now.
Sorry, kill it.
oh, believe me, that's the goal when my turn finally comes around.
Anything you'd like to do with your last action?
I think I feel I'm at the bottom.
Everyone's got to re-get used to their characters.
This thing does have a breath weapon, just so it might try to spray all of you.
think I already used my quicken casting for the day, right?
You did.
Okay. Then I will.
Because that was when I learned for the first time in like 3 years that you can't use Quicken casting on your highest rank spell slots.
Yep.
That was a mental blow to me personally.
You're welcome.
You're not thanked, Solomon. I was trying to give someone something cool to do. And you brought us back down to reality. Who's getting yeeted?
No, no.
Oops, there goes gravity.
Oh,
Alright. Nahari grabs guidance. And Solomon, that will bring us to you, Aranth, as you are going to go ahead and take that 4 persistent spirit damage and get to try and recover from it. Why
Wait
do
till
I
the
not just
effects are
have
done,
this shit
I'll go.
automized for people?
Alright. So what I'm gonna do. This guy raised a shield by me, correct?
You did indeed.
I'm gonna try and rip the shield away from him with a disarm.
Interesting. Okay.
That's a nat 20.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You just reach forward, Solomon, grab the shield that he's holding, and yank it off him.
Do I have it now, or is it in a square?
It's on the
It's in the target's
ground
face.
next to him. Technically.
Alright.
But you know what? That's
Second.
cool enough. I'll allow it to be in your hand if you want.
Yeah, just so that he... that she just grabs it, white knuckles, and just rips it out. And, okay, so for my second action, I would like to try and... I was thinking demoralize, but I don't know how easily, if these guys are frightened. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flurry of blows with this new macro you gave me.
Go for it.
Oh, there's little drop downs. Interesting.
Yeah. And I'll ask you what the starting map of the flurry is, so you're -4 agile.
Map 5, yeah.
Yep. Wah wah. And he'll give you a little judgment.
I will hero point the first one.
Sounds good.
Not the 10, the 5.
Are you sure? Not quite,
Oh, well.
unfortunately.
Okay.
whop.
And then for my last action, and I'll try to demoralize, not just to see if it works, because I don't remember if they're immune or not.
As far as you guys are aware, no, they were not immune to being frightened.
Thank you for putting their dead faces back on.
You're welcome, I got you. That is unfortunately not going to succeed.
Okay.
So,
Turn.
and, as you take 4 points of spirit damage and do not overcome it. And we are back to that anti-paladin's turn. He has seen all the other ghouls die at this point. He does not particularly wish to be here anymore, I'll be entirely honest with you.
That can be arranged.
He's trying to figure out how to get out of here, let me tell you. But he doesn't really have a good way out. He is going
That's
to...
a pretty good way.
do you have a reactive strike, Solomon?
I don't.
Sad.
I am monk.
He is
No,
going
stand still.
to
I do not get.
move to here, and he is going to try and tumble through the monster's space.
Pussy.
And succeed. He'll get to here. 10, 20... And you know what? He's gonna stay here and he's gonna draw his crossbow. And that'll be the end of his turn. He got where he wanted. He thinks he's safe for now. That's gonna bring us back to what you would, with your recall knowledge, have discovered is an Algnagar Amira is what this creature is.
It ain't
Question
no
is,
demon.
what do I wish to do with him? No, he is not. He is a qlippoth, as you've discovered.
Oh.
So still a fiend, still unholy, but not exactly a demon. Still from the abyss, though. I am sickened. You know what? He'll use his first action to try and retch. Arantz, what is your spell save DC, if you don't mind?
Is that underneath the occult spontaneous or whatever?
Yes.
30.
30. 34,
Oh.
he is going to overcome it. And
Oh, fucker.
no longer be sickened, which will mean he will not take any persistent mental damage either, but that did take an action of his. And for his next trick, I rolled the dice, and he is going to bite Amira. Ye old classico. And that's gonna hit.
I'm fine.
If I roll low, you can survive. That is not a low roll.
I'm fine.
And
Don't I whammy or something too?
she
How many
used
hit
her last
points do
whammy
you
to
have?
save you.
No, don't I have one?
I don't believe so.
You're dead.
No, I have luck. That's
Yeah.
what I have.
You
Never
had,
mind. Okay.
You had whammy in the pirate campaign, was what it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you watch this
Sorry.
thing bite at Amira and knock her unconscious as it holds her in its jaws.
I'm fine.
And let's see what it does with its last action. Well, if we're assuming the idea that it is holding Amira in its jaws, then I suppose it should use one of its tail stingers to stab at Mahari with its last action.
All right.
Actually, would that be funny? No, it would not. Oh, that would be funny if it didn't work like that. But yeah, he's just going to stab Mahari. And miss. With a nat 1. Uh-oh. Not good, not good. Mahari, you're up.
First action, shift the butchering axe into a broad spear.
Sounds
And
good.
then I'm gonna hit it with a vicious swing.
Okay.
Use guidance on the attack.
And that'll hit.
Oh, it hit. All right.
Go ahead, roll your damage.
Oh, pitiful.
Not a
damage.
great roll. No, he is still standing after that blow. Looking heavily injured, mind you, but still standing.
Well, that's my turn.
And Kashmi, that'll bring us to you. You do have Soothe if you wanted to heal Amira or someone else as a spell.
I'll be fine. Just kill this guy.
Coming right back in
Kill it.
and going for the hit. I love to see it. A 31 is an exact hit. Swinging at that same spot you missed last moment. You come back in for the swing, and Kashmi, how would you like to do this?
I yank her out of his mouth and rip his fucking head off.
Okay. Your imaginary weapon turns into one of those extendo claw grab things. Just grabs its whole
Dinosaur
head.
mouth?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just grabs its whole head, rips it off the body, and as its jaw loosens and opens up when it does come pulled off, is Amira freed onto the floor.
Mira, you would definitely use Toon World in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Hey, tunes are based.
That is so true.
Oh, God.
Arantz, that's going to bring us to you. There is one ghoul still remaining who had the opportunity to fully flee, but seemingly has instead brought out and raised a crossbow in your group's general direction.
And can we see him?
Yeah,
Like-
he's right down here.
Okay. But he's not, like, concealed or anything? He's just there with a fucking crossbow?
With the size of this corpse, I'd say any attempts to shoot him and any attempts of his to shoot anyone else would have lesser cover. Because there's just a big pile of meat here now in the center.
Okay. If I move
Bait?
there, would I still be able to see him?
No. You would have no sight on him at all at that point. You can step on the creature's space and end on it, though, now, because...
Ew.
Okay, well, I tried to give you an out. You also have a spell that just fully ignores cover.
I know.
Yeehaw phase bolt. It's
After-
also only a 30-foot range.
I know. I realized that after I hit the button. Hang on.
Cashmere will clear like a space in front of her so there's no guts on the floor with her foot.
You try to, Cash, and your foot just goes through it.
Yeah, but my heart's in it.
That's what matters.
Wait, Rand's gonna move there.
Okay. Still go for the phase bolt.
But I'm here.
Might as well hit him with something.
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
Let's see.
You should cast Augury right now, except that takes 10 minutes to cast.
Oh, thank you.
Why?
Just do Phantom Pain again.
Okay. If you didn't want to use a full ranked spell like that and wanted to do slightly more damage than Phase Bolt, Telekinetic Projectile might do slightly more. It's 2d6 versus 3d4 at base rank.
Oh,
So,
okay.
if you wished to save a spell slot, but you can absolutely cast Phantom Pain if you want.
Yeah, I'll just stick with it.
Alrighty. Then giving you that will save. He is just barely gonna fail. Uh-oh. That was no good. 1 point of damage. And go ahead and give me
That's
that
not very
persistent
good.
damage as well. 5d4 persistent mental and sickened 1 while suffering that. Alright, Solomon, you are up.
Get him, Solomon.
Can you kill him before he can take a shot?
Alright, so we got the measuring tool here.
What's your movement speed right now?
40.
40? Oh, you could get directly next to him with one action.
A.
Is
It
telling
says I
you
keep
you're colliding with
colliding-
walls? I got you if you want.
Yeah.
Here.
Alright.
Oh,
What,
uh-oh.
what did you do?
He vanished. Solomon died.
It says loading. You put. I'm in
I
a
put-
staircase.
Oh, I put you,
You
onto
put
the
him
next
in
map.
Fucking nether dimension.
Come back.
Oh, you saw it!
I moved him
I
onto the
saw one
staircase
panel of
trigger.
I
Oops.
saw one panel of stairs. That's all.
I didn't expect that to happen.
My token is covering his stat. Okay, near death.
Yeah.
Alright.
Near death, and we'll take 5d4 persistent mental right now on his next turn.
I'm just debating whether I want to try and kill him with the chair or not.
You'd have to pull it out,
Yeah, but that's only one action.
and I have
I
not
still
given you
two.
stats for the chair yet.
It just goes off my athletics, isn't it?
Are you trying to hit him with it?
What else am I gonna do with a chair?
Right, like I haven't determined its damage die or anything.
Oh.
What traits
Okay,
it might
fine.
have. I've
You
been
better
lazy
get on
about
that. I wanna
steel
start-
chair.
I want to start killing people with it. Better get on that. Alright.
Don't ask
Where's
for
this?
much.
I'll give it the monk trait for you just cause.
For some reason, I am no longer in mountain stance, and I don't know why.
Because it brought you out of initiative, technically, moving you across maps. Don't worry about it. You should be able to re-add it on now.
But that's not an action. I'm just reapplying.
Yeah, I'm aware. I got you. There we go.
The fuck?
Hey! Look at that beautiful macro. The first attack hit. Alright. And, did you have Stunning Strike turned on? No, okay. You
Oh,
should
I thought
have
it was
to,
supposed to. I thought it
still have to-
automatically had that.
You still have to turn on the toggle on your action sheet for Stunning Fist.
Oh, okay, I
Um,
thought the macro had that in. already.
No, always remember this, kids. Foundry is not smart. It looks smart. It's not. And so that is a Fortitude save. I'll assume he's going to make it, but just in case. Actually, I probably shouldn't assume that. I think he's fine with the 34.
Yeah. Okay.
He's looking real rough.
Do I want to? Let me check something real quick.
Mhm.
It's 24. Okay, it's not that big a difference. All right, let's just go for a Hail Mary.
Why not? Not quite.
Oh, my hero point that. No, just kidding.
Spite! Spite to you, I say! Alright, and you take 4 little bits of damage. That is going to bring us to his turn. As I accidentally just... You know what? I think that's fitting. He just dies. He tries his best to raise his crossbow and fire, but at the last possible moment, his brain just explodes from Morant's magic, and he collapses to the
Nice.
ground dead.
Hell yeah.
And that will be that big fight ended.
I got a shield out of it.
You did.
Can anybody heal me?
Kashmir, are you going to start whacking Amira?
Is Amira down right now?
She is.
Yeah.
Can I start eating her now?
No. Hey, roll crit
Yeah.
damage on those, Kashmir.
Thank you.
It's bitch slapping her while
You
she's
get
down.
20 health back, Amira. What fun. All right.
I like how I took no damage that fight.
Yeah.
Amira's gonna come
Most of
over
my
and
HP
pick-
was from the drain.
Yeah. Those of you who have persistent spirit can go ahead and get rid of that. Aranth
I'm gonna
and
start
Solomon.
kicking the monster.
Jericho, when I look
Okay.
up, do I see anything? Like
Uh,
from where the ghouls come down?
You see the hole up there. You can see that room itself. You can actually see that hole extends pretty far up. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
A question, Jericho.
Answer.
Does all of me have to be incorporeal, or could I be like corporeal from my knee down?
All of you has to be incorporeal or corporeal at any given point. Take.
Just want to kick him a little.
You know what? I'll allow it just for kicking him purposes.
Eh.
You're like
Want me
half
to start
transform.
stomping on him for you.
Would you please? He killed my wife.
No,
All right, which
I'm,
one is it?
I'm right here.
The big guy, this one.
I
want me
mean, we unkilled you, but he's still like. I want to be the only person who puts you in my mouth.
Oh,
Jeez.
Oh,
Okay, I'm
God.
done.
And there it is. Mahari, looking up the hole, you can see it actually seems to stretch all the way up through the tower. You can see the red fog in the veils of the city blocking the sky at the very top. It does seem to become slightly smaller at the very top. This about 20-foot hole remains consistent until the very roof, where it becomes more of a 10-foot circular hole right in the center.
Uh-huh.
You can also see, however, on what looks to perhaps be the third floor, a wooden platform and a set of chains that connects down. It seems there might be some sort of lift between the second and third floor through that hole that is currently set on the third floor.
Okay.
But you don't see any other creatures or anything.
How long do we want to stay down here before we ascend?
There's
we
also
wanna,
some
like,
double
we're-
doors in the southwest corner.
Did I peek through the door? Or do we want to heal up, refocus?
I would really love a refocus, but I don't remember why we're here and if there is a sense of urgency.
You're just here to
Um,
kill everyone. And find a list of who their targets are among the great factions.
We've been loud. Like, have we been more loud than the torturing of this beast?
Maybe? The people on the second floor were watching your original fight, and they were like catcalling down. So there's a potential chance, if there are individuals on the higher floors, they might have heard. But there doesn't seem to be any reaction now that it's gone quiet.
I'd like to heal up and refocus if possible, please.
Everybody. I mean, Mahari would also love a refocus. Aranth, what about you?
My brain just stopped working. What's happening?
We're deciding if we want to heal up and refocus before moving on.
I would like to heal up a little bit, I think.
I think we should take the time to heal up and refocus.
Okay.
Because
Solomon,
who knows
you good
what's
with
through
that?
that next door.
Sure.
Sure.
All right.
Do we want to say it
I
takes
start
about an
eating the
hour?
ghoul.
It only takes 30 minutes to fully refocus. However, there are some of you that have once per hour abilities that were used in that fight as well, that you could get back by waiting the full time.
Could we also investigate all the corpses and the rooms that we've been in prior
Sure.
during that hour?
Yeah, absolutely.
I start eating the ghouls.
Perfect.
Okay.
He's yanking those legs out of their hand.
I know, right?
Let me see. I'll go ahead and dump
It's just a regular steel shield. It's not even valuable.
Yeah, it's just regular. They got a flail.
I use
they
it
got
as
heavy
a feeding-
crossbow. They got full plate.
But you know what? I have a steel plate now to dish up them.
And a chair to sit on while you eat. Solomon, you can be so refined.
He's got to be too hunched over for that, but
That's fair.
you can do it if you want.
In my mind, it was more like those fold-out trays that you eat TV dinners on.
A TV tray.
Uh-huh.
That's my backup weapon.
Okay.
My main weapon's the steel chair. My backup is the tray.
Each of the ghoul gnawers had a hooded robe that they were wearing. They also had, at this point, there's no real need forcing an identification check. You'd be able to identify it easily during this hour-long time. Each of them has a staff of necromancy.
Ooh, let's
Ooh.
take those.
So,
Yeah.
if nothing else, all three of them together is worth 690 gold. Nice.
Could we put on their robes to see if maybe we could just slip through and maybe not have to fight everybody?
You could certainly try. There's only 3 of the robes.
Yeah, and besides, I don't think they'd fit me or Solomon.
They're also.
So
I would
Also,
ask
you're
for
here to kill
disguise
everything
checks if you
anyways.
wanted to try, but
We're also here to kill everything. So.
Yeah, we don't care. Let's.
what
God
if I just
damn
wore
it.
the skins of the ghouls stitched together? Would that count as a disguise?
you can
We call that
certainly
the
try,
ghoul
you
hide
psycho.
item.
I'm a corpse stitcher. It's what I do.
And we're a Geb. Who cares?
During this time, everyone's welcome to heal themselves up to full and regain all their focus points. Those of you
How
who
much
are
would
in,
I have with my drained one?
Hmm?
How much would I have with my drained one? I know that reduces my cap.
It already did it for you, so you can pop up to the max that's currently being shown. Normally, your max HP should be 175.
Wait, being shown where?
Just your max HP is reduced by the fact
Oh.
that you have drained on right now. Boundary automates that.
It's been so long. I couldn't.
Yeah, you can always click the little modifiers right above your max HP and it'll show you you've got minus 11 from drained 1 right now. Was anyone during this time investigating or looking anywhere in these 2 rooms you've been in thus far?
Yeah, definitely.
Sure.
After Mahari refocused, he would go over to this door and basically listen to see if he can hear anything on the other side.
Give me a perception check, Mahari. Amira, you can give me a recall knowledge roll, taking a look around the room. Anyone else would have been doing anything?
I would have.
Sure. You can
I'll
similarly give me a recall knowledge roll, Kashmi.
I'm just gonna look for traps.
Go for it. Mahari, you hear nothing on the other side of that door.
Okay.
Solomon, you find no traps. Down here. Amira and Kashmi, was there anything in this room in particular you were trying to take a good look at? There's, the cage, the machine attached to it. There are the 6 crystals that look to have bodies in them.
Yeah.
Amira will check out the machine for right now.
Okay. How about you,
Catch
Kashmi?
me if you want to check the crystals.
I was gonna say, yeah, tell me about those weird body crystals.
Sure. And it's perfect because the 2 of these things sort of coincide as far as you can tell. Looking over these 2 different things, Amira, you are thankfully able to sort of suss out what this machine is used for. While your knowledge of mechanics and mechanisms isn't the most advanced, you can still generally recognize how things work. You can recognize a little bit of magic here and there in things, and based off of how it was hooked up to this creature, how that creature looked to be in pain, this machine seems to be directly focused on draining pain from whatever creature is hooked up to it. The infliction of pain seems to be able to then be siphoned off and stored as maybe a power source, maybe something else. You're not sure what that drained pain would be used for. And Kashmi, taking a look at these crystals for a couple minutes, based off of what Amira shares about the machine, this appears to be Agony itself in crystallized form. You're not entirely sure how that works, but you've been through a lot, so it probably doesn't surprise you too much that that could exist. But this is a raw emotion in physical state.
No, thank you. I want to break them. I don't like it.
From
No,
what you have seen, anyone who tries to destroy them or damage them, since Mahari was enchanted to do so, 1, it's very hard to damage them. One of Mahari's strongest blows effectively did 1 total damage to him after all reduction, and it will immediately smack you back with a bolt of pure agony as mental damage.
Yeah, Mahari will look over. Yeah, you can't break those. Kashmi, believe me, I tried.
Not without putting in a lot of time and effort and being willing to experience a lot of pain.
There's people in there?
There are bodies in them. They are very clearly corpses.
I mean, that doesn't really mean anything, though.
Based off of what your occultism roll is, Kashmir, you can actually see that this crystal would be effectively the agony these figures felt at their moment of death, hardening and growing.
Years.
I hate it here.
You're telling me, Kashmir, I came from a place where it was just, hunt, survive, tell stories. I come here and everything's fucked 7 ways to the 9 hells.
Okay, who's currently worshipping Zon Kuthon?
Did
It's not
anybody else
here.
hear that? I thought I heard a voice.
Mm-hmm.
This sounds like some asshole, I don't know.
Hey, Jericho, I remember when this first started, I rolled either a very successful religion check or a very bad one, and Zonkuthon basically said, I've given you the power, leave me the fuck alone.
Do we, now that we're all refocused up, do we want to bust down this store?
Solomon, join us.
Store busting time.
No, not up there.
Did Solomon go up the stairs again?
Yep.
You
Willingly
didn't say
this
which
time?
door.
The one they're all at.
You gotta specify.
Okay,
They're scattered everywhere in this room. I don't know which one they're talking about.
Okay, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Are you just trying to bust it down? Oh no, you actually opened it like a sane person for once.
Okay, next
wa-
door.
I want to. No,
Wait.
my turn.
Okay, hold on a minute. Wait. Let's wait for everybody. Kashmi, Aranth, you coming?
Listen at the door too. See if we can get an
Okay,
idea.
Jericho, could I, before Solomon, will you allow me to listen before you karate chop the shit out of it?
You have 5 seconds.
Okay, Jericho, I quickly listen.
Kashmi, what were you gonna say there?
I heard. Will you? I'm just gonna close my eyes for a bit. Will you help me follow the party, and then if I
Absolutely.
need to do stuff, I'll do stuff.
No, rest as much
So,
as you
okay.
need.
Thank you.
Alright, time's up.
Go ahead and give me that perception check, Mohari. Listening through the door, it's less that you hear something and more as you put your ear up to the door, Mohari, it immediately burns. This door is extremely hot to the touch.
Okay, I let everybody know that. Solomon,
You break the door.
my fur got
No.
singed.
Yeah, Sullivan, let us get out of the way first.
I told you you had 5 seconds. 5 seconds are up.
Can Amira bring like Kashmi and Aranth like back in here, like around the corner?
Do you need
Sure.
an athletics check?
No, because it's a fucking regular unlocked door, you monster.
But I break the door.
All right.
Yes. Give me an athletics check to see how much it actually breaks.
Yay.
Frickin'
Watch me
scared.
roll a 1.
Or you're gonna crit it, one of the two. There ain't no in between
Just
with
need regular
these.
athletics, or
Yeah.
is there a certain macro I
Nope.
need to use?
No, because it's a fucking door. Not like it's a hazard or
20.
anything.
Nat 20.
I knew it! Okay.
Solomon, are you trying to just like charge through the door, or are you kicking it off the hinges?
I'm charging the door.
You're
Oh, God.
charging the door. So with a roll like that, do you assume you might charge past the open door once it's broken off its hinges?
Oh, fuck.
He thinks he's gonna bust through it, so he's gonna at least go like 5, maybe 10 feet past the door.
Oh, fantastic.
No, fuck.
As you bust through the door, Solomon, and immediately go careening off the edge.
I love it.
Would you like to try and grab the edge of this grate before you fall into a pit of actual lava? It's actually not lava, it's just a lot of flame.
Cool.
It would be kind of fun just to climb out, but I'll try to catch the ledge.
Go for it.
Reflex?
Yes.
Come on, show me the 1. 4, good enough. I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure a 22 is absolutely gonna fail here.
How far down does he fall?
30 feet?
Oh,
Do you
God.
have a
Solomon.
way to reduce fall damage, Solomon?
Oh my god.
Okay, fine. If it's 30 feet, I'll use a hero point.
Okay. Okay. You manage to, you start falling, but immediately manage to grab the ledge. And as the flames begin licking up at your feet, It's quite hot, but nothing you couldn't handle necessarily.
I'll pull this
However,
up then.
I immediately need everyone to roll initiative for me,
Yay.
because you're not alone in this room.
Oh boy.
But wouldn't Solomon be right here, or is he just
Nope,
hanging
'cause
off the edge?
he has grabbed the edge. He still has to climb back up, or drop down into the pit. As
Freaking Amira with a 43.
So,
I'm
Amira,
perceptive.
you hear the crashing sound of the door bust down. And,
Oh.
Mahari, do you laugh as you watch Solomon go careening off the edge of this metal grate?
Yeah,
Yeah, so you hear Mahari just start laughing.
yeah, I
From around the
cackle like a
corner.
hyena.
Okay.
You don't know what's going on, but
Yeah, Amira will come out, see what's happened, shake her head, and she'll get a little bit closer to.
as you come around the corner...
Did you see that?
Oh, go ahead.
Did you see Solomon has a smug smirk of satisfaction despite the comedy of it?
See Solomon hanging from this grate, like, sort of arms on top up to his armpit, sort of like he's at the edge of a pool. Just dangling above a deep pit of flame.
Okay.
Doors open.
I'm gonna search that area. Use a seek action.
Okay.
I want you to know, even if I die from this, I've learned nothing.
I'm aware, Solomon. That's the joy of it all. It seems clear, Amira. You don't see any creatures or anything. It's just a big old, effectively, furnace room.
Unfortunately, Amira doesn't know she's an initiative.
That is correct.
So she's just gonna walk in. Like, is it starting to singe her hair? Is it that hot, or is it?
No. They don't provide any smoke or anything like that. If you're not in the pit, you probably don't have to worry about taking any form of fire damage. It's just very hot in here. It's making you sweat.
Take off all your clothes.
That takes more than one
your
action. Does that do it for you?
It's just going to go in stride door. Yeah.
Okay, that is going to bring us to the creatures in the pit.
Oh, creatures, plural.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Because all four of them are going next.
What the fuck is that?
Oh.
Was that the Joker while he's in hell?
Solomon, you sort of see through the grate below you as the flames begin to take on the forms of faces, grinning, laughing at you as they are all going to begin charging up towards you. And, oh goodness.
The fuck are these things?
That's what I said.
Oh, there's the Joker while he's in hell.
I know, right?
So I'll be honest, this was mostly for funny effect. All four of them are going to spit cones of flame up into the chamber. So I'll only ask for one save to start, but Amira and Solomon, can both of you give me a fortitude save?
I think they kind of look like William Dafoe.
Thank you.
They do. It's true.
Good God, that's drained.
Oof.
Good Lord.
Take your hero point back. Solomon, you will be subjected to full damage. Amira, you'll take half damage of 40 points of void damage.
Oh my god, again, it keeps happening.
As I will leave it up to you all what you would wish to do, since these creatures solely deal void damage.
Amira will look to Mahari and Solomon, just shake her head and prepare. She's probably not even gonna rapier these guys. She's just gonna punch him in the face.
They keep breathing up these massive amounts of spectral flames. They begin to create these whirlwinds, like 40-foot tall vortexes of flame immolating the entire chamber. Unfortunately, they solely deal void damage with all of their abilities and attacks.
Why is Paizo like this?
Because whoever wrote this was a fucking idiot. I don't know why they put such a huge emphasis on playing undead, and even if you're not playing an undead, giving everyone access to void healing, and then do these encounters that have enemies that solely deal void damage.
Maybe it was to balance out the fact that the most effective weapon against the undead you're not allowed to use.
So they bring in encounters that physically have zero way of actually injuring the party.
Yeah.
Balanced. Good game design, Paizo. And, you know, I could have changed these guys to deal fire damage, but I thought it was funny to leave them all dealing void damage, I'll be honest.
So do they just like hover down there and just breathe void cones?
Oh, they'll fly up if they want. They can turn into pyrokinetic whirlwinds, these 40-foot tall vortexes of flame. So they can remain down there and turn into these vortexes that'll reach up here just fine.
Well,
and funny enough, if they kill you while they're in that form, your soul becomes trapped in them.
Huh.
Good times.
What soul?
The one that Aranth told you have.
Yep. Because Aranth would never lie to me.
Of course she wouldn't.
So, I will leave it up to you guys if you want to actively say you're going to kill them, or if you just leave them alone. Because they can't do shit to you.
Yeah, Mahar is just going to look at him and be like, this is pathetic, and just be like, yeah, let's go.
You know what's really funny? You can talk to them. They speak Necral.
Hey, if that's the case, Amir will say, hey, so why are you guys here? What's this all about?
We got dumped into the flames. Now we dispose of everything. Why don't you come down and join us?
Okay,
It's
yeah,
nice and toasty.
Like Solomon said, the Joker in hell.
I was just gonna climb up. Like, it's not.
We're keeping it warm for you down here.
Let's just go.
Strong opponents.
Yeah, Amir is just gonna open this door. Are these stairs heading down?
They're heading up as well.
Okay.
Similar to
still,
the
still
other
Amir's
steps
turn,
in the
or is
basement.
combat over?
We're out of combat.
All right, we're out.
I just wanted to throw you guys off with these ones.
Let's just.
And Solomon, I was really hoping you were gonna charge off the edge and land in the pit of fire.
All right, let's go up the stairs. Come on.
That's my only way to actually deal damage to you.
It's not even a trap. I wish I was about to say with traps, but that's not even a trap.
It's just the fire. As
that's
you
cool.
Make your way up these steps into another doorway, or another shut door, I should say.
Solomon, let me listen to the door. Unless you're going to charge it again.
Can we please listen at the door before we charge in? Asking politely.
You have 5 more seconds.
All right, Jericho. Same thing.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. You do hear a very faint humming from beyond the door, but not like a person humming, like the vibration of magical energy. That sort of noise.
Okay, everybody, humming. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Break it now.
Well,
Yeah,
can I just try to open the door first?
It's not locked.
Solomon, you got to charge into the fire pit. I'm opening the door. Door open.
Hey, okay, fine. I'm not letting you listen anymore because you promised me the bash if I let you.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I step in.
This
okay,
is what
I can't.
See.
Why?
Why are you not able to?
It says I'm colliding with at least one wall.
Oh, Z-scatter. Breaking things again. And Z-scatter is the module that we're using that if you're on the same space as someone else, will sort of move you guys at an angle, which can cause some funny wall
It won't let me do it
collisions.
either. It won't let me do it either. Even
Yeah,
after he
it's
left.
not Z scatter. It's just there's something.
There's a
up with-
wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's not set as a door. What the? Is there like a
Limited
door
moment
on?
collides with at least one wall.
There was a door and a wall there. What the hell? I should be able to go through.
Okay.
That's weird.
Mahari would call to Kashmi and Aranth, asking them if they could please take a look at this glowing object. It's very pretty.
I love how you saw this thing and immediately decided to enter the room anyway. There are multiple dusty sort of bunk beds against the walls in here. There's a wooden table to the south with a couple metal urns atop of it that have wax seals and are glowing softly with violet light. In the middle of the room that you saw and said, yep, that seems safe, there is this strange contraption about 5 feet tall, a frame of metal bars in the shape of a cage, sort of a 7-sided spire, actually. And there's a glowing violet crystal orb suspended on chains within it. That is, radiating waves of magical energy.
I would like to recall knowledge on it.
You can certainly try.
I don't like how you said that.
May I attempt to recall knowledge
Of
simultaneously?
course. I can't wait to lie to you. Huh.
I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah. You have no clue what this is, but it's not good. Based off of those crystals you saw downstairs, that's likely one of those orbs of sort of crystallized agony within this, suspended in the chains. You have no clue what this contraption does, though.
Okay, let's Solomon, go ahead and bust that door open so we can get out of here as soon as we possibly.
You're just not going to do anything with it? Interesting.
No, if it's
Can I?
Oh, go ahead, Aranth, sorry.
Can I try to deactivate it?
How?
What the?
This is for the door.
With
He said
an
he wanted
occultism
to
check?
check out a bridge.
Haha.
Disable
Sure.
device using occultism?
You can try and sort of vent. You know it's agony in it, and likely probably what's powering whatever this is. You can try and sort of vent that out in a controlled way with occultism. You are a master in occultism, are you not?
Yeah.
Then yeah, you can try. Hell, I've even got a button for you. Okay. You take a couple moments here and sort of begin venting this magic away, the energy. You think after about a minute it might become inert of doing this. So you'll just have to keep focusing on this if you would like to.
Yep.
But you think after about a minute you might be able to just cause this to completely be safe.
Okay. Then I'm doing that.
Okay.
Did I hit the button again?
No, you don't. I'm not going to force you to keep making checks. We'll just continue with that
Okay.
result. Solomon, it's a normal fucking door.
Okay.
You open the
Had to make
door
sure.
into this large chamber, and you can see a pair of long, low cages against the eastern and western walls. Their tops sort of rent open and destroyed, and a number of sort of human-sized nests of filthy straw and ripped cloth and soil to be sort of filling these cages instead. There is, of course, the octagonal pit in the center of the room, and the platform's not supposed to be there right now. And you can continue seeing the hole in the ceiling above. You can see the sort of chains and pulleys next to the pit's edge, and a few cranks attached to them as well. There are a few windows as well along the northern wall. Didn't have those on the first floor.
Damn it, why can't I move?
Because you suck.
At the right entrance.
There.
I'm gonna assume, yeah, those are the
Look, it's the door downstairs. Who'd have thought?
Amira, you've ruined a door.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so sorry. Are these
One of these days,
cages?
the door's gonna hit
Or-
you back, Solomon.
Are these cages or troughs?
They are cages that have had the entire tops of them ripped open, so they almost look like troughs now. And have sort of what could almost be described as person-sized nests filling them.
I look up at the ceiling.
You see the ceiling, 25 feet above, but starting at the 20-foot mark is a bunch of wooden beams and whatnot, same as the first floor. You don't see
And we're
anyone
on-
in the hole up on the third floor sort of watching down.
Can I try the crank system over here?
You want to try and crank it?
Yeah.
So did
Sure.
they?
You can absolutely begin cranking it and bringing the platform down if you'd like.
Oh, it's an elevator?
Yeah. It's an elevator, it seems, between the second and third floors. It takes about a minute to do so to fully crank it, so I don't know if you wanted to completely bring it down once you realize what it's doing. You do
It
not see
depends on how long
stairs
we
anywhere
wanna
that
spend
head
in the-
up.
Yeah, I mean, if there's no stairs, then. Amira
Good
does
deal.
want. Why are there chains over here?
Because they go down. It's what the ghouls
They
use to
repel.
climb down.
Oh, okay. Understand.
I tried to
Hey,
do special forces tactics and it failed horribly.
hey, Mira, we need to
Yeah.
find the list.
Yeah, it's probably upstairs.
Okay,
The
so
naughty and nice list?
Naughty
Yes.
list.
Jericho,
Mhm.
there doesn't appear to be another staircase in here, correct?
Nope. You can search the place if you want for anything, but you don't see any stairs or anything.
Well, it's probably this elevator that takes us upstairs.
Probably. You can also search the nests if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to search this one over here. I'm going to
Sure.
attempt to.
Okay. Can Nick/Kashmi detect magic, see if there's anything in these cages?
Well, Aranth is siphoning the magic away from this for a minute, but Kashmi could detect magic if you guys would like her to.
Yes, please.
Kashmi will specifically detect magic from within this nest over here. And you guys are at a rank that you can determine what rank the magic is. There is a level 9 magic. Not rank 9, but level 9 magic within that middle nest. Unfortunately, Mahari, you are unable to find the source of it.
What about Amira?
Give me a moment.
sorry.
Around this time, while you two are searching, because it does take a couple minutes to search, Solomon, you'll be able to bring the entire elevator down if you would like, and Aranth, you will finish siphoning away the energy from this, whatever it is. And after about a minute of this, of getting that, just venting the magic out, the entire crystal orb just fades from existence as if it was never there.
Interesting.
Okay.
Does
Aranth, I
Aranth
will
feel
allow
any
one
different?
more recall knowledge check if you would like, since you have fully deactivated this thing. Seems to be some sort of energy generation device that was sort of working, and you've just taken away its energy core.
Does she feel any different?
No. You didn't siphon away the energy into yourself, you just you've sort of vented it just into the air.
Oh, okay.
So, there are those sealed jars that are glowing as well.
Wait, they're sealed jars?
Yeah, there were 6 sealed jars sealed with
God.
wax that are glowing with a violet light.
Maybe collected pain energy? I mean, may as well take them.
Sure.
Eat one, see what happens.
No, you eat one. Actually, no, because you would do
Okay,
that.
gimme. Gimme.
I thought you realized immediately what you were asking.
There's. Oh, I guess. Aranth is
Just a
doing
little grabby
quick
hands,
recall.
gimme.
Aranth, based off of what you've been informed of and down on the ground level, what Amira figured out about the machine, you are fairly sure this would be the milk, quote unquote, of agony drained from the Ognigar.
Milk of agony.
Yeah,
Oh,
the agonizing milk.
I dislike that, but Iranth is going to collect them.
So it's basically soy milk, is what you're saying.
Yeah, there you go.
These are semi-liquid masses of agony milked from the Ognigar and are currently aging. They're
Ugh.
being fermented.
Like fucking agony cheese?
That was fun to say.
Since there's 6 of them, Amira will hand one to Solomon. Go on.
I eat it.
I hate this. I'm going back to sleep.
Okay.
This time on, the players do something the GM was not expecting.
Give me a will save.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a failure. Unfortunate for you. Go ahead and take 29 points of mental damage for me as you upend the pot after tearing the wax off and consume the pain, and ooh, that burns going down. Tastes slightly
One
tangy.
Another.
No.
There's
This is the only way
hints
I
of
get to
cherry
attack.
in
Let me
it.
have this.
No, you know what? I think it's like it very much tastes like you're eating a rotten pineapple.
Had worse. We need to save these for rations.
But we're saving them to see if we can do something useful with them. Now let's get up on this elevator.
Before you guys go up,
Eating is
Kajmi,
useful.
would you have taken a look at the strange machine that Aranth was venting energy out of?
If we're being honest, I've been asleep the entire time. I have no idea what we're doing.
That's fair. I'm gonna say yes for you.
I mean, probably.
Oh, thank God. A non-nat one for once. Just because I want you to know, Aranth, you were working with a bomb. And, like,
Cool.
Okay,
a massive bomb.
cool.
This thing down.
Cool.
This thing down here was a bomb.
Yes.
Cool. Love that
Kajmi,
for me.
taking a look at it after Aranth has sort of siphoned away the power core of it, something about it sort of tickles your head, and you recognize the energy of the abyss coming from it. From what you're able to tell, this machine, whatever it was, seemed to be designed, not fully, a bit improperly, to release the pent-up agony that was stored within it in a massive blast that would tear open a portal to the abyss.
Very cool.
Like, almost nuclear bomb level detonation that would tear open a portal to the abyss.
Do we, with that information in hand, if we threw one of these jars at somebody, would it act as like a,
No.
like, no?
No. From what you're able to tell, the quote-unquote bomb itself is not properly designed. It's an incomplete design, so nuclear bomb level damage is what it's going for, but it is not close to reaching. This sort of jarred agony was potentially something that was being used to test furthering the project. Instead of a solid core, maybe some form of liquid core might have a different effect. But this is an unfinished bomb.
Cool.
And,
It's like me.
just like you, for real. And I think that is a perfect place to go ahead and take a break for a few minutes. So go ahead, stand up, stretch, grab some water, and ruminate on the fact that if Aranth had rolled poorly, she could have detonated it. And it
Thank
would
you,
have gone
Aranth, for not
badly.
rolling poorly.
Aranth, why didn't you roll poorly?
So, I will see you all in a few minutes. Welcome back. So, with Mahari failing to find anything in this sort of nest over here, did anyone else want to take a look? Since Kashmi was able to confirm there is some magic there of some sort.
Yeah, Amira was checking it out.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check. Y'all really try and make me not give you information tonight, huh?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Unfortunately, you don't find anything either, Amira. Maybe certainly there's something, because Amira or Kashmi's detect magic pinged something being located in that area, but neither you nor Mahari are able to find whatever the source is.
Aranth, can you help?
Mm-hmm. How do I help?
Just search this for... There's a magic item here, but we can't find it.
Sift through the ratty nest of soil and old clothes and straw.
I would rather die.
Again,
Please.
I'll sift through it if you just want to observe.
Detect Magic has pinged something there already, Aranth, which is why Amir's asking, because neither she nor Mahari have found anything. Solomon, did you say you'll search?
Can I find it?
If you'd like to give a perception check, you can, Kashmi.
It's complete Looney Tunes nonsense.
I just do a perception
But
check
if they
to
direct
see
me
if
on to
she
where
can...
they want me to start digging, I'll start digging.
Oh, Kashmi, it's great. Since you can just sort of move through the entire thing and you don't have to move everything away, yeah, you easily find something there. A sort of hollow amulet formed into the shape of an unblinking eye.
Well,
If you'd like to, if everyone's okay with spending some time investigating it, you may.
Let's.
Yeah, no, I need to do like a quick, like get a feel for it and see like if I put it in the bag if it's gonna blow up.
You wanna get the vibes of it.
Yeah.
Give me. I'm gonna ask for a perception check then to vibe check the amulet.
That's fair.
Sense motive.
Yeah, sense motive on the amulet.
Essentially.
Oh my god. Classic Kashmi nat 20s.
Yay!
Yeah.
It's watching you back, Kashmi. But you're 99.99% certain it's harmless and will only serve to benefit you. But it's absolutely watching you.
Hey,
The sort
Kashmi,
of
what is
hollow pupil of the eye is hollow and concave, so it's always looks like the eye is staring at you, no matter how you sort of have it facing.
I'm tempted to either like be a little creeped out by it or also prank it and like show up buttholes. I don't know which way I'm leaning. I will present this information to Amira and Aranth and ask for their advice.
I thought you were going to say you were going to present the bottle.
Let's put it in the bag for now, and then we can figure out what it is once we're out of here. Once everything's dead in here.
Does that include us? I can
No.
Yes. You said everything dead in here, so... Alright, are you guys, gonna try and take this elevator up?
Yeah.
Well, so does it need to be cranked from our end to move, or is it...
I mean, Solomon,
like,
you could probably just, like, grab the chain and pull it down without need of the crank while you're on it if you wanted to. You're a big,
So
strong
as I was
man,
gonna
aren't
say,
you?
like I can try and climb the rope that's holding the elevator and then just
You-
pull you guys up from there.
Could also do that if you think it's smart to go up to the next floor all on your lonesome.
Please do not go up onto the next floor all on your lonesome.
Okay, then when you tell me not to do something, it makes me want
I
to do
am
it more.
I'm
politely
well aware,
asking.
Solomon. Do it.
How high up is the next floor?
25 feet.
Oh, sure, I'm gonna Tarzan this shit, and then I'll pull you guys up.
God. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna catch you if you fall.
Keep in mind, it does take a minute to crank them up, so... unfortunately, a 28 is, I don't believe, a success for climbing this. Okay, hero pointing it.
Yep.
You guys watch Solomon climb to the top. Solomon, are you going to try for once in your unlife and be any sort of stealthy and, like, peek your head up over the edge and look, or are you just climbing right up?
I'm climbing right up to the next floor. Not to the top of the building, just to
Right,
the
no,
next
just
floor.
to the next floor where the crank should be to pull them up.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
And I'm gonna tell the rest of the group this. I have a +2 in stealth. I do this because there would be no point to it.
Fair
There
enough.
would be literally
Solomon,
no point to me trying to stealth.
as you climb up to the next floor and immediately pull yourself up, and just take a quick look around before you start cranking, you can immediately see this chamber, has 3, probably about 15-foot wide, shallow pools to the east, west, and south. Each of them maybe only about a foot deep. The floors are strewn with tangles of bones and body parts and entire corpses in certain other areas, within which there are a number of what look to be unarmed or unarmored, unweaponed holding ghouls consuming flesh from these corpses and body parts. Hey, that looks lovely to go and join, but perhaps a bit more important than that is the massive creature to the southwest of the room, currently sitting, facing your direction, but what look to be the eyes of the creature are currently shut. It looks a little something like this, but it is currently sitting cross-legged with its arms sort of just in a relaxed pose on top of their legs. There are 2 ghouls nearby who are immediately going to take notice of you and prepare to cast spells. I'm gonna need initiative to be rolled for you, Solomon,
Okay.
as you are up here with enemies.
Can I roll athletics since I did climb
Absolutely, you may.
up here? Yep.
Well, you are the first to react, Solomon, as these ghouls immediately take notice of you. You notice their eyes shoot wide, and they grip their staves a bit tighter and look between you and the massive creature behind them, but you're quicker to act.
Okay. Now, out of character, because I know we're doing these plans now, so I'm just gonna relate to the group. My first action is to do. First action, I will engage just to try something, but if it doesn't work out and it turns worse, I'm gonna be hopping back down.
Okay.
I do have stuff to retreat and mitigate fall stuff,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
I just wanted to let you guys know.
Solomon wants to try it out, see how it goes.
I just need to double check something.
You do know that these 2 are the mages, that
Yep.
you also know were able to take control of Mahari's mind.
First action, I'm going to rush up.
Okay.
Second action,
What
I'm
you're
going
saying
to...
is Solomon's safe
Yes.
because he doesn't have the required equipment.
Yeah.
I'll push off. I'm hero pointing that.
You go to grab, and he just immediately dodges out of the way before you reach a little bit further and confirm the grab on them. Go ahead and roll that crushing grab damage.
Oh boy.
Okay.
5 points of
And
damage.
I know
Yippee.
I know it's going to be mapped, but I'm also going to try whirling throw him into the pit.
Okay.
Oh, please. Please let this work.
That is... Oh, -5 with map will make that just barely miss, unfortunately.
Wow.
So, you try and throw this creature, and they sort of hook their foot on the edge of that pit right next to them and keep themselves in place.
Okay. I don't have an end turn button for some reason.
I
Oh, here it
haven't
is.
actually started combat. That is going to bring us to the ghoul next to you, who is immediately going to try and take control of you with a dominate. So please give me a will save.
Okay.
That's a failure.
Let me just double check something really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Okay, I don't have that. Carry on.
Okay, so as you immediately grab this other ghoul, this one just, its eyes flash magic is pulled from its staff that immediately surrounds its head, or surrounds your head, and in your mind you just hear, "Stand down." And you are compelled to follow this thing's orders right now.
For what it's worth, once Amira heard combat breakout, she would have gotten everybody
So,
on.
Yep, I'm about to come back to you guys. As Solomon is taking control, because you guys aren't seeing any of this, and you're also not particularly hearing much. Solomon, would you have been shouting and running at, like, screaming at these guys, doing anything to let the group know that you got up, or were you just, like, see them and silently run and immediately try and grab and throw one?
Well, it wouldn't have been a silent run. He definitely would have been thwomping across the floor.
Okay.
So they would have heard him run at something, but
Right.
he wouldn't have been shouting.
Okay. So,
It's not that serious to him yet.
the four of you sort of on the platform, because you guys were on the platform waiting for Solomon to pull you up. You see Solomon climb up the chain, reach the next floor, and immediately dash out of sight. You heard his footfalls thumping across the upper floor before it goes silent.
I
You have
think
no
we
clue
need to
what's
help
going
this
on up there.
dumbass. So we need someone up there to prank the thing, right?
I mean, you could do what I
Well-
originally presented as an option, which is one of you attempts to use the chain on here to pull yourselves up.
Yes, can I
wait.
please do that?
Yeah.
Wait, real quick.
Mhm.
Does anybody else have fly speeds?
No.
Have what?
Okay. A fly speed. Because I can give myself a fly speed, but if y'all don't have fly speeds, then... Fuck. Okay. Y'all go ahead and get yourselves up. Amira's gonna go... bat mode.
Okay. Your fly speed is 20 feet here?
20 feet.
Okay, so it'll take you, it would take you your full next turn after casting to get up there, because it is half speed to go straight up.
Okay,
Solomon.
that's fine. Yeah, so basically, just for full context, I'm going to fly up there. As soon as I see what's going on, I'm going to report through the telepathic bond.
Yep. Mahara, you're beginning to pull everyone up the chain.
Yeah.
Okay, unfortunately, that's a minute-long sort of situation.
Okay, how do I get up there faster than a minute?
You could try and directly climb yourself, but if you wanted to pull the entire thing up, that's what's going to take time.
Can I? Go, Dad.
I'm sorry, guys. Hold on a second.
You can give yourself a fly speed for 5 minutes by using Arcane Propulsion, Aranth.
I will do that, and then I will go up. There.
Maybe
Okay.
Kashmi can turn into a dragon.
Kashmi, you could absolutely take this opportunity to turn into a dragon and go up with the rest of them. If you would like.
Dragon Kashmi, dragon
Seems like
Kashmi.
a good idea.
Back.
All right.
So Aranth and Kashmi can both get fly speeds.
Mhm.
So we're gonna fly up if you want to climb the chain up, Mahari.
Yeah, I'll climb the chain.
Kashmi, funny enough, starts to look like the dragon that you guys fought in the Abyss.
Wonderful.
So, Mahari, go ahead and give me an athletics check to start trying to climb. You don't have a climb speed inherently, do you?
No.
Okay.
Can I just press the climb button?
Yep, absolutely. You don't have combat climber, do you? No.
No, I have no feats regarding
So you
climb.
will have to put your weapon away to climb, because you do need both hands to do so.
Okay.
Yeah, I have quick climb. That's why I was able
Yeah.
to get up so fast.
Can he carry his weapon in his teeth?
Kashmir, are you okay with going dragon form to fly up with everyone else?
Yeah.
Okay. And
Can he carry his weapon in his teeth?
It absorbs into his body, I think, is how the transform thing works.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't absorb into my body.
yeah. And
So that it's still out.
But
you can absolutely have it in your teeth. You'd have to use an interact action to switch it into your hands like normal. But if you want it in your teeth, you can.
Oh, okay.
I'd say that looks cool.
yeah, sure, I've got it in my jaws. But I rolled a 42.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely a crit success here.
Okay.
Oh, sorry,
so
I was looking at the dragon form, not the climb. Never mind.
you would get, with a 42, you've got base movement speed of 30. So that lets you move 15 feet per action. So you could use 2 actions to get up to the next floor. So real quick,
Yeah,
what I'm going to have everyone do, now that we're here, I'm going to have everyone else roll initiative.
Would I still be able to use my supposed third action once I get to the top, or
Most
is that
likely,
when
yes.
initiative will start? It would just be to grab my weapon again.
I figure. But we're getting into initiative at the moment, so to see.
Jesus,
May I use
rolled a
athletics for
fucking
initiative?
one?
You may.
Thank you.
Okay, so with the rest of you sort of casting your spells and activating your abilities on the floor below to begin flying up as the first ghoul has taken command of Solomon this round and is going to also at that point then sort of step over towards the big guy. Amira, you begin flying up, correct? Bat form takes
Correct.
2 actions.
form.
Then
Yes.
I'm going to put you plus 10 feet right now, but you are effectively 20 feet below this room at the moment.
Okay.
Uh,
Is it my turn?
if you were you going to do anything else aside from go bat form and start flying up this round?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
no.
this is the round of you all beginning to come up at least.
Okay, I understand.
Kashmi, as you go dragon form, you can absolutely fly up into this room and pretty much put yourself within 40 feet of wherever you are if you're up for moving your token. If not, I'm happy to control you in combat.
Yeah, would you please?
Yeah, of course.
Over there. Thank you.
I think for now we'll sort of put you over here because you've got a fun breath weapon. You might as well be in a good position to use it next turn. And so, Mahari, with your second action, you climb up onto the second floor. You can see all these figures and Solomon, who you can very clearly tell, since you've suffered it before, the state of someone who is under mental domination.
Oh, wonderful.
So, you have your last action. You go ahead and grab your weapon back into your hands.
Yep.
That is going to bring us to the other ghoul next to Solomon. Here's a funny thing. If you are controlled, can I have you free action drop outside of your turn?
What?
Because you're currently controlled because of the dominate. So So I'm wondering if I
Right.
can have you just free action let go of the one you're grappling.
Yeah, letting go is
No,
the free
I
action.
think you can only let go on your turn.
On my turn, yeah, but
Yeah.
on my turn it doesn't cost an action.
Right. I was mostly wondering if I could have him do it out of turn, because there are free
No.
actions that can be done outside of turn.
I think it has to be on mine. Same with like the
Yeah.
command feature and stuff.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. What does this goober want to do here? As he sees Mahari come climbing up and a dragon come flying out of the pit as well. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and they're just going to delay until after Solomon can be forced to release, because that's the smart thing to do. So
Christian, did he tell me to let go or simply to stand down?
well, you are
'Cause those are two
controlled
different
right
things.
now. You're not. I get to fully dictate how you use any of your actions. So it's not a matter of I give you a command and you have to follow it. They are fully in control of you.
Okay.
And they do not have to spend their own actions when controlling you.
It's my turn, is basically.
Yeah, it's my turn now. But you only failed, you did not crit fail, so you will get to make a new save at the end of your turn. Aranth, were you just going to arcane propulsion and begin moving up?
Yeah.
Alright, then you get about 15 feet up into the air.
Is that enough to get onto this level?
No, you're about halfway up right now.
Okay, then I'll use another action to get further.
Arcane propulsion costs 2 actions to activate. So if you were activating that and then flying up with your third action, you get about halfway up with this round.
Oh, okay.
So, Solomon, you are going to good old let go of this guy, and then would you move over and try and shove Mahari off the ledge?
Sure.
I think that's what they would like you
The
to
hell?
do. Go push the dog.
All right. Reposition, correct?
No, just shove.
Isn't that the same thing?
No, it's
No.
Okay. I'll shove here.
That's not nice.
Bye, Mahari. Would you
Jericho-
like to try and grab an edge?
I had a question first
Mhm.
because it might determine what I would do.
Yeah?
Do I recognize Solomon being controlled?
You do.
Okay.
You've
Yes, I would like
experienced
to
it
try.
yourself.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to try to grab an edge.
Give me that reflex save.
Oh, reflex, my best one.
And that is a reaction to do, just keep in mind.
Got it.
I
I'm gonna
hate
hero
Karamba.
point that.
Go for it.
If he fails, I'm huge gonna catch him.
A 25. Let me see. I think that's going to be a success. The chain isn't particularly difficult to climb, so you are pushed backwards, but you are able to release one hand from your spear and quickly grab onto the edge so that you are not falling. Solomon will have you stride after for free, and then would you make a flurry of blows on Mahari for your last attack?
I can't. That was 3 actions because I moved, I shoved, and then moving up again would be a third
Nope,
action.
you get to stride after it when you successfully shove.
Oh, okay. Then
Yeah.
yes, I will go ahead.
And
make
since
that.
Mahari is currently grabbing an edge, I believe he should be off guard, but let me just check to be certain. Because you are effectively climbing right now, so since you do not have a climb speed, yes, you would be off guard against these attacks, Mahari.
Alright.
Punch him, Solomon! Kill your friend! For 21 damage. That you
If
get
it helps,
to
Mahari
resist.
did attack me down there when they were dominated. So
Yeah,
it's just
exactly.
revenge.
It's all revenge. And, Mahari, will you give a save versus Stunning Fist as well?
Is there a button?
No, because Solomon did not have it checked. So just roll a
I forgot
fortitude
it
save.
does not. I'm still getting used to this macro.
You just gotta always keep... You can always keep the checkbox for Stunning Fist turned on, and I'll just know it won't activate if you're making a regular punch that's not Flurry of Blows. Your DC is 30 here, Mahari, for a fortitude save.
Alright.
Stunned 1 on a failure, stunned 3 on a crit fail. You are just fine. No stunned for you.
Hey, Jericho?
Yeah.
I think I normally should have taken 6 damage.
Why?
Because I have temporary hit points. 10 of them.
From?
And I, False Vitality, I cast
That
it on myself.
ran out a while ago. The spell's still active, but the temp HP you gained ran out in the previous fight.
Okay, so
Okay, never mind then.
The spell's effectively over, but Foundry just left it on you.
Oh, fuck
even
you,
once-
Foundry.
Because it's going to have it on you for the entire 8 hours, even if the temp HP runs out.
Oh, got it.
What were you going to say, Mira?
oh no, it got handled.
Okay. Alright. The ghoul who delayed is going to come back in now. And what do they want to do? See Big Dragon Kashmi. They see Solomon, who's under control. They see Mahari, who's currently holding on for dear life. It might be funny to try and push him, wouldn't it? Let's see here. That would be funny to do, but I'm not in the mood of being funny. So let's go ahead and cast a Spirit Blast at you, Mahari. If you wouldn't mind giving me a... Oh, Solomon just heard you slightly.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, hello.
I don't know why Discord cut out, but I had to refresh. Do you need a new save for me for Dominate?
Yes, please, at the end of your turn. Good call. There's a button for you.
Yep.
Hey, end of your turn, Solomon. You will overcome the domination.
I just looked down to see Mahari, and then just angrily turns around and stares at this guy.
All right. So, are you keeping that failure, Mahari?
Yep. Which one of them cast it?
This
Bottom one here.
Oh, yes, the bottom one. Thank you. No, this
I was
one.
grabbing the one on the left.
Yes, and you released... They delayed until you released them. So they came back
Alright.
in now.
Oh, how much my face tanking?
Good question. 60 force damage.
Okay.
And with their last action, they are going to stride over to here. Bring us to the other guy who's going to use an action to awaken the big sitting idiot, whose eyes are going to flicker open, seeing the dragon Kashmi, Solomon over at the edge, of Mahari dangling from the edge, and in Necril, all of you hear in your heads, well, well, well. Dinner has arrived.
Listen, buddy, Solomon's the one that's gonna be eaten here.
Before this other ghoul is going to go ahead and, with his last 2 actions, go ahead and cast... he'll do a Spirit Blast as well, but on you this time, Solomon. If you wouldn't mind giving me a Fortitude save, that you'll probably crit succeed.
I don't know. I haven't been rolling the best.
Aha!
Like I said.
Sorry, I had to reverse psychology the dice.
It's not reverse psychology if it's consistent.
It makes me feel better. That'll be 55 force damage to you. And bring us to your turn, Amira.
Okay. So I need 1 action to fly up.
2,
The rest of
remember,
the
it's
way.
difficult terrain to fly straight up.
Right. Okay. So 2 actions to fly up.
And also you can get to any edge with those 2 actions.
I appreciate that.
I will be benevolent for once.
Yeah. I think Bonmo has a range of 30, doesn't it?
I
it does.
believe Bon Mo does not have a range, which is the funny
No,
part.
it does.
Oh, it
Evangelize
does.
doesn't have a
Evangelize
range.
is the one without a range. Thank you.
Okay, so
Which it probably should, but it's funny that it doesn't.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to come over here and pop out of bat form, because if I remember correctly, I cannot speak Falling.
I believe that is correct. So you're going to dismiss the spell with your last action?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Mira's going to fly up, land on the edge, and dismiss the spell, which is going to bring us to Dragon Kashmi over here.
Rawr.
Oh, what fun. Let's
That's the
see
saddest
here.
roar I've ever heard.
It's menacing towards the soul. I believe you have a funny little breath weapon you get to use here, Kashmi, against these enemies. That will deal a 30-foot cone of mental damage. And
Ooh, can I get him? Yeah!
you can just get all of them. So they all need to make a reflex save against your spell DC, which is 30.
30.
Okay. And versus 10d6 damage. Let's see, starting with the ghoul in the top left, they're going to fail. Oh no, a success. I can't read. The bottom right ghoul, they're going to fail. That I can read. And the big monster idiot is going to succeed, so dealing a good old 10d6 mental damage.
Can I use one of my hair points to make him roll again?
I do not typically allow that, I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's only me, Cash.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Because
I
Amira's
knew
a
it was
nice
a thing
GM.
that happened. I just couldn't remember when.
I am not a nice GM.
Well, maybe you should be.
For 47 points of damage, so the top left ghoul and the big guy both take 23 damage, and the bottom right ghoul is going to take 47, and none of them seem to resist it. So, that hurts. How long until you can cast your Dragon Breath again? Let's see here. Ooh, 5 rounds. Yikes.
5.
How about that one? Can I spend a hero point?
No, I'm sorry. This is D20 rolls
No, you're not.
only. But you know what? You do have some good attacks with your claw, tails, and jaw now that you're in this dragon form. So, do you have a preference of which of these guys you'd like to go chomp or destroy?
This guy up here, the top guys. Well, yeah, let's do the guy who's been fucked up.
Okay.
See if I can...
this guy down here.
Yeah.
All right. Now, so it's up to you. If you'd like to get right up into melee, you can use either your claw or jaws. But your tail has some of the best damage and has a 10-foot reach, so you could stay out of melee range of him and do that if you'd like.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we could even put you over here, which might be out of reach of this guy, maybe not, and let you make a...
Does my
tail
big ass provide lesser cover for my friend?
It would.
Alright, I think this is a good spot. I picked a good spot. Good job, me.
And you do get a hit with your tail.
Yes.
For
That ass.
22 bludgeoning damage. Goddamn. All right, Mahari, that'll bring us over to you. You do have to use an action to climb up if you want.
I one action, climb up right there.
Absolutely.
Swoogity swooty, swinging that.
Give me that
booty.
athletics check to climb. Just because if you crit fail and fall, I'm going to laugh at you. Damn it. That is a success, so you managed to climb just fine.
Okay,
Okay.
and then this ghoul down here that I'm targeting. Where is it? Eat shit.
Oh, Force Blast, my favorite. They will exactly succeed for half damage. Still a lot of damage, though. My god. All right. So, they hit you with a Spirit Blast. And actually, it was this one that hit you with a Spirit Blast. But this one hit Solomon with a Spirit Blast. So you hit him with your own Spirit Blast.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oranth, that'll bring us to you. So, you may use one action. Oh, Oranth stepped away. My goodness. Everyone's gone. We'll have Oranth actually get up with one action. And the question is what spell she would cast here. Probably a good one, I imagine, right?
It does seem like a ramp.
Do we think she would
maybe
use her last 5th rank spell here, or one of her 4th rank spells?
one of her focus spells.
She could also do that. She
Unraveling
could
Blast.
Unraveling Blast one of them, which is always fun. Do we want her Unraveling Blasting the injured one, or the big idiot with the big mouth?
Injured one.
Injured one it is.
Yeah, we don't need them to control our friends.
Good old Unraveling Blast.
We're the only ones who get to control our friends.
Uh-huh.
Correct.
They will succeed for half damage. But will save is very good for them. So they'll take 19 points of mental damage, and Oranth will become concealed for a round. And Solomon, we are up to you. You are no longer controlled. You are a free man. Go throw one of them into the pit.
I'm gonna shove Mahari back into the pit. No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck you, dude.
This would be a
So it's free
reposition.
roll.
The first time he was controlled. This time he does it of his own volition.
Yeah.
Have fun here.
Okay, as you rush forward and grab at this guy, easily accomplished. 5 damage. We love crush and grab. Consistency.
And let's check this time. Okay.
Alright, 22 points of bludgeoning and fire damage, which it takes all of. And yield the fortitude save. Which it's gonna fail. So it'll become stunned 1. Uh-oh.
It's my turn.
Alright, bringing us over to this guy right over here. Who is going to see this and, not be happy. So, he is going to invoke the spirits. Right over here. As he causes raging apparitions of the dead to arrive and begin assaulting each of you over there. I need...
Does he know?
Oh, you sweet summer child. I need all of you to give me a will save except Solomon, which I can roll for Kashmi and Oranth since they are gone. Oh. Kashmi's with us in spirit. Kashmi, that is a failure for you. Would you like to use your cat's luck and allow you, Oranth, and Mahari to all re-roll?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Since you have not just regular cat's luck, but you have all the effects that allow you to use it on fortitude saves and will saves, and let everyone within 10 feet of you re-roll when you use it as well. Mahari, if you'd like to re-roll without using a hero point, you absolutely may.
Yes, please. Reroll, keep new result.
Mm-hmm. And that turns it into a success turned critical success for Kashmi. Still a failure for Mahari. Still a failure for Oranth. Thankfully, with her resist magic, she does not crit fail. So, Amira, what was that? Did you say, do they know?
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately for you, this does include void damage, but also mental damage.
Oh.
Take 6 points of mental damage, idiots. Mahari and Oranth.
Why did it give me 12?
Did you hit double?
No, I just hit damage. Here,
Is
let
he
me try
considered
again.
alive for some reason?
Yeah, I hit damage. It gives me 12. I'm undead.
That's so weird.
It is something about the vampire dedication on your sheet. Give me a minute. I'm going to delete it
Well-
and re-add it.
Okay.
Because it doesn't have the vampire, it doesn't have the basic undead benefits attached to it on your sheet for some reason. So,
Right.
there you go. Try one more time.
There we go.
Yeah, it was, for some reason, your basic undead benefits had vanished from your sheet. And that was why.
Huh.
Weird.
Alright.
Still not a great spell. Unfortunately, they were really hoping you would crit fail, so that you would become frightened 2 and fleeing. But big sad hours. That is 2 actions of their turn, and with their last action, they're just going to cast shield. Yippee. Good old shield. Bringing us to
Ye
the
old
big
shield.
Ye olde shield. I mean, this is really funny. The big man here is gonna cause the tower to quake, I think, but I want to check some things first. Yeah. Yeah, this guy is going to, Actually, is that smart?
You said he was an idiot.
It's funny, and I'm okay ruining this adventure with it. He's going to cast Earthquake.
Oh my god, what?
So, he is going to cause the entire structure and the surrounding 500 feet of Mekatar to begin to shake and quake, creating fissures in the ground and potentially collapsing this structure.
We were worried about Blade Barrier, and then this guy just...
So, this is a solid structure. So on a DC 16 flat check, the entire building will collapse.
No.
On a failure, nothing's gonna happen.
Okay.
Because technically
if
you
they
guys aren't
roll
on the
a-
ground, so you don't have to worry about falling into fissures.
If
This
you
is
roll a
so
14 or
bad.
lower, nothing happens.
If I roll a 15 or lower, nothing happens.
Well, I thought 15 was the DC to meet. So 15 or
16.
higher. Oh, I thought you said 15.
No. This spell's a lot better if you're not inside a building, or at least you're on ground level, because it causes, fissures to erupt and the ground to shake. I think I'm still going to have everyone take the shaking penalty. So as long as you are on the ground, each of you are going to take a -2 circumstance penalty to attack rolls, AC, and skill checks.
Next, Jericho is causing an earthquake.
I'm trying to collapse this
Great.
entire building.
Wonderful.
So
the
you
elves,
need a
survivors.
reflex save.
Not
You need a
yet.
reflex save.
Only if the building collapses, I do. So let's find out.
It collapses.
Can I hero point that?
What do you mean? You don't want this building to collapse?
No!
I
Well,
want it to collapse.
Where's your sense of adventure?
I mean, okay.
I will allow, as a group, if you guys would like, you may cumulatively spend 2 hero points to force me to reroll this.
No, I think it'll be funny. I will not spend any hero points.
I don't have any anyway.
Mahari, would you like to potentially put one forth? Effectively, this actually comes down to Aranth and Kashmi. Do you want this building to collapse and bury all of you and all the creatures inside of it still?
I don't want us to get buried.
Well, you're inside the building.
Everybody else here, though. Fuck
I
it.
can cast Vapor Form.
Well, that
Aranth
takes
has
2 actions to do, and we're collapsing now.
Yeah, but I mean, 4 seconds to turn into Vapor? I think that's...
Yeah, that
anyway.
works for you.
Okay, but Aranth... Okay, because there's an opening at the top, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Aranth and Kashmi can fly out, and then Mahari and Solomon, good luck.
I'll be fine.
Aranth, do you want to spend 2 hero points to make him re-roll that?
I'll put a hero point forward.
Or
Fuck
Kashmi.
it, yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Come on.
So who's putting hero points forth? 2 need to be spent in total.
I will do 2 if nobody else wants to.
We can have Kashmi spend 1. She's at 3.
Kashmi, do
You're
you
the
want
one
the
who
buildings
wanted
to
to
not
suggest that you
collapse?
put one.
Because Jericho won't let me spend them on anything fun.
Well,
I
then
know, I'm a
something
bad
fun.
GM. Alright, we'll take
I
one.
mean, I can fly. The building's not my problem.
The building's collapsing on you guys with you in it, no matter what actions you have here, unless you have a reaction to avoid it.
Yeah, the building would collapse on you. You can't just fly in the center and leave.
I mean, asking
Okay.
for a friend, is my dragon corporeal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dumb. Fine.
We'll have a point spent by Kashmi and Aranth here to force me to re-roll this.
And
Watch me roll another nat 20.
Probably.
please do.
Ah,
Yay.
let's fucking
Being
go!
outside of our
Yay.
control.
Alright, well,
Building's
building
gonna
collapses.
collapse. So I need a reflex. I need a reflex save from everyone here.
The reflex button.
Honestly, I'm punishing myself by doing this.
Is there a button?
There is. There should be at least. And your DC is
Yeah.
30.
It's above my vapor form.
Yeah,
Thank God I succeed.
I shall delete
I can't
the
see
form
it.
just to make it easier.
Oh, okay.
Yep. My typical rolls are coming in on your campaign.
Well, I've got to roll for the enemies also, so we'll hit the big man, who is
I bet
he
it's
nat
just like, oh.
ones. I think that's fair. He'll take double damage from the
Yep.
earthquake.
Which one? That one? Oh, the guy itself.
The
okay.
big guy, the guy who cast it. The top left ghoul. Son of a bitch. Hit the wrong thing as per usual. What the heck am I doing? My brain is falling out of my head right now. Please forgive me. They are going to succeed. And the ghoul who's grabbed by Solomon right now. You know,
Doesn't
I'm
this
gonna put
ghoul also take a penalty?
technically no, but I'm gonna put a circumstance penalty on them because it's funny.
I'm bringing you with me.
And because of that penalty I put on them, they're gonna fail. So, that is going to be full damage to Aranth, Solomon, and the ghoul who's grabbed by Solomon. Half damage to everyone else. Oh, I didn't roll for Kashmi, I'm sorry. Kashmi, would you like to hero point this failure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Thanks.
I'm sorry, Kashmi.
It's okay. I wanted to reroll as
The
a
nice thing is
Queenie
that
anyway.
it takes the better result, right? For a point.
No, hero points always take the no matter what.
Well, no, I thought the rule he had is that if we roll worse, that we keep the better one.
No, if you roll worse,
Okay.
you refund the hero points.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you must use the second effect when you use a hero point.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of a different campaign. Never mind.
So you get the hero point back, but you and the big guy are going to get hit by the biggest rubble Kashmi and take double damage.
All right. Let's
So-
see him.
Oh, a lot of low rolls. My goodness. Only 28 damage.
Really
Yeah, I rolled so many
Nice.
1s and 2s there.
good.
4 1s
Do I
and
just take
3
normal?
2s.
Damn.
I do normal damage or
You take
half?
full damage, yep. Okay. And...
Wait, what? Kashmi, why'd you take damage twice?
Oh, because we
For
both hit it.
fun.
I'll undo one.
Thank
You're not
you.
nearly on death's door. As the building collapses, all of you fall. Actually, you know what? Just to save my own sanity, I'm effectively going to say this floor collapses. All of the walls around you in a more localized earthquake crack and quickly shatter. The 4th and 5th levels of the tower immediately just plummeting 30 feet on top of all of you. As you all are struck by debris, doing your best to avoid it, though no one fully actively being impacted by it. Everyone is also knocked prone here.
God damn it.
Oh,
So,
boy.
by this impact. And he's just going to use his last action to struggle to his feet in the rubble. That is going to bring us to the guy that Mahari is holding. You know what's
Not
really...
holding
or
anybody.
Solomon's holding?
I
Sorry?
thought I was holding him, not
Yeah,
Mahari.
I misspoke. Were you saying something there, Mahari?
Oh no, I was just saying I'm not holding anybody.
Oh, okay. What I was trying to say, funny enough, since he's grabbed, even though he's prone, he can't stand up right now unless he breaks free. Solomon, pray tell, do you have a reactive strike? I don't believe so.
Oh, I don't have any kind of reactive strike.
Okay. He is going to try and
Monks are
escape.
boring like that.
One must imagine the marshal happy.
I mean, the mage happy. They're the ones that get off of.
Why is his escape DC so low? Or his modifier? That's not...
He's
He's not using his unarmed attack, is why it's happened to me recently.
Yeah. So I'm just going to roll an attack against you with his claw. And won't deal damage, but escape is versus your athletics DC.
Athletics DC, 34.
34. I believe with a 19, that is a critical failure.
Yep.
Do you have something you get to do when they fail an escape yet?
No, but because he crit failed, he cannot make another
attempt
escape
again.
attempt.
Yeah, I know. I'm upset. Believe me. So with that being the case, it'd be really nice if these guys had more spells that didn't deal pure void damage. That'd be, a good game design principle. I could try and
Buried
dimension
for
door away,
years.
but what's the fun in that?
You still have to make a flat check, though, wouldn't he?
He's gonna have to make a flat check against anything he casts here. But
Also, for Dimension Door, doesn't he have to actually step through it? I thought that was part of the wording.
No.
Opening a door
translocator
that
zone.
bypasses a normal space, you instantly transport yourself in any held items that you're wearing. You do not need to be able to move to cast Translocate.
Okay.
Whenever it's in a situation like this, I always word it as like the door opens underneath them and they just fall into it. But instead, he's going to look at you, Solomon, and just try and blow you up with another Spirit Blast. That he is going to successfully cast.
Just cannot roll today.
It's okay, I feel that way too.
Except against doors. I roll really well against doors.
Maybe you should stop trying to bust down doors then. As you
Why? That's the only thing I'm good at.
Well, maybe you'll save those rolls for something else. I have knocked Solomon
That's not how it
unconscious.
works, and you know it.
I have done
That's
it.
not how it works.
I am a winner. Actually, Solomon, heal yourself. You can't do that damage. I forgot he was stunned 1. He cannot escape and cast a 2-action spell. Son of a bitch. Then his last action is shield. Yippee. Alright, Amira, you are knocked under the rubble of the floors above you.
Okay. I mean, are there other people in the rubble from upstairs?
So I was gonna have to roll that now. Because it does potentially matter.
Are you gonna have us fight like 10 encounters at the same time?
No, I would never. Let me go ahead and roll some guy's reflex save real quick. Okay. Then, what was the damage? 28. Give me one moment. Okay. Okie dokie doke. Amira, what you are able to see at the moment, where this tower has collapsed down atop you, there is effectively a massive wall ringing the entire pit right now from this floor.
Okay.
There is, in the chamber you're currently in, what looks to have maybe been some sort of workshop at some point. There's broken workbenches mounted to the walls, shelves and a number of books that have been strewn across the now collapsed ground. No real furniture, though, aside from like a single shattered chair. You do see a wall going northwest and a wall going south here. There is a break in the wall right about here.
Can you draw this on the map, please? Because I am completely befuddled.
No, I refuse. How dare you ask this of me?
Please. I genuinely cannot understand
There's
what's
a
going
wall.
on. Okay, and
There
that's...
is a break in the wall right there. I'm not going
Okay.
to do it like that because that's dumb. We're going to do, wall, opening, and then there's a wall here.
Okay.
And then there's a bunch of destroyed, a couple bits of destroyed workshop and like a single broken chair in here.
Okay. Now, hold on. Am I with everybody else right now?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So we're still kind of on this map, just now there's a wall of rubble. In some
Yes.
places.
Let me check one more thing real quick. There. Okay. There is... Because the next floor up is actually much smaller. So, effectively imagine that this is a wall as well. Like this is the size of the chamber that you're stuck in.
Okay, Solomon's cut off from us.
Kind of, sort of. These walls are more greater difficult terrain for this part. These northwestern and southeastern walls are still standing relatively, and you cannot move through them.
Okay.
So the wall next to Solomon, we can still see through it, right?
Yes, absolutely. That's just more rubble.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Then in that case, is this floor wider, like larger than
Yeah.
the lower ones? Okay.
The one that just fell atop you, the 4th and 5th levels of the tower are smaller than the floors you've been on up until now.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
I completely
So
understand.
you are in a smaller room of the next floor up.
Okay, now I get you. In that case, so if I can still see this ghoul over here, then I will devise a stratagem on it. See
Go
what
for
I
it.
get.
Keep in mind you are prone right now.
Yes. Do I need to like push the rubble off me, or can I just stand up?
I imagine that's a part of the standing up is removing any rubble that's atop you.
Okay.
This guy is no longer stunned.
10, 15. I'm just barely out of range because of the greater difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I'm just gonna start insulting people.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm gonna change this to a skill stratagem.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and Bon Mo. Actually, I'll go ahead and stay prone. Because if I'm just gonna be insulting people, there's no reason for me to stand up.
Sure. We need to get Amira a gun to have a ranged attack.
I had a gun.
And then the wedding happened.
And then the wedding happened.
And funny how that seems to be the root of all problems.
It was a gun that my wife gave me. And I was gonna shoot it with my son.
Yup. Where's that gun now? Where's your son now?
Well, he's currently a skull. Also, hello?
Very nice.
I have no idea what I rolled. Foundry is
Oh, you got a
frozen on
37.
my end. Okay.
Which will
can you
succeed.
Can you do me a favor while I'm reloading? Can you bond mode the other one?
Absolutely.
And then bond mode the big guy.
Yeah.
You're all a bunch of ugly doo-doo heads. What the hell is even that going on with your face? What's wrong with your face?
That is a success against the other ghoul. And the big guy is unfortunately not within 30... Oh, he is exactly 30 feet away.
Yep. I
Nice.
measured. Yep, to make sure.
I thought he was a bit further. My bad. Roll against him is a natural 20.
Ooh. What's wrong with your face?
He's just like shaking off and biting down on the big piece of rock that ended up in his mouth. Kashmi, that will bring us to you. I imagine we'll have you stand up here first and foremost. Are you with us at the moment, Kashmi, or have you fallen asleep?
I am awake, but my eyes are closed.
Gotcha. I will simply ask you this. Do you think you would prefer to drop your dragon form so you can start healing people a bit, or would you just keep attacking these enemies that are here?
Can she still cast in dragon form?
You cannot.
No.
Unfortunately, any battle form spell prevents you from casting.
Really?
Well, there's exceptions, but they're very high level.
Killing enemies is the best form of damage
Yeah.
mitigation.
Okay.
I think so too. I think this guy that's closest to me, let's just kill him. And
Let's
get
kill him.
dead.
All right, then we shall go with a tail strike to end his suffering. Which will not quite hit. Would you like to use one of your 2 hero
Dragon
points? I think so.
Yeah, good thing I got that hero point back.
Because dragon form specifically says you can take manipulate actions.
Yes, but the polymorph trait says cannot
Polymorph.
cast spells.
That will be a crit for you, Kashmi, with him being prone and grabbed for 46 damage, and that will absolutely kill a ghoul.
Nice job, Kashmi.
Yeah.
Nice job, Kashmi.
And while you're right there, you can actually attack the other guy without having to do any form of movement. So you can just go for one more strike. That is unfortunately not quite gonna hit. You've got 1 hero point left if you think you would use that, or if you'd save it for in case you go unconscious and want to save your life.
Save it.
Am I hurt? I'm only a little hurt.
You're about half health right now.
But he did that in 1 hit, right?
He did that with causing the building to collapse atop you, yeah.
We have 10 minutes. Yeah, use it. Well, if I die, I die. It's my time.
You're very gung-ho
I
tonight.
I love this attitude.
And that is an exact hit with the reroll.
Yes.
For not bad damage, 22 points of bludgeoning damage to him, and Mahari, that brings us to you.
Alright, standing up.
Okay.
Stride. Can I not stride? Stride right there.
Were you on the measurement tool?
Yes, I was. God damn it. And Jericho, would I, after the fall, would my weapon have been in one hand or both?
It would be in one hand, because you would have had to have a free hand to grab an edge.
Okay. Well then, let's reaffirm my grip on my weapon, so now it's in 2 hands.
Sure.
But instead of moving there for my movement, I would have moved right there.
Okay. Get within a melee of both of them?
Yep.
Sounds good. Who do you
Oh,
want to
no, I
stab?
Oh no, that's my 3 actions. Stand
Oh,
up,
stand.
move,
Yes.
reaffirm grip.
Good call. Aranth, it is your turn.
Yes.
They are all bond mode for your reference.
And they're all within my aura of despair. So if you frighten one of them, they cannot get rid of it until they get away from me.
So, okay, so... alive still?
Which one? This guy's alive, this guy's alive, this guy's dead.
Cool, okay.
Because ghouls aren't people.
No, they're not a race.
Oh, yeah, that was right. They're not a race.
Oh, Solomon, you missed it as you were stepping in. Amira also determined earlier today that aberrations have no rights.
Like,
So I don't have a right, is what you're saying.
No, you don't have the aberration trait. You're fine for now. Oh, you do! Oh.
Well, time to eat.
That is Sir Raphanus's beliefs, to be fair, but Ali was the one who said it, so...
Okay, so I have to go after her now.
We have to insert Solomon into the Wardens of Wildwood campaign. Who would you like to kill, Oranth?
Crosses dimensions to fight racism.
I'd like to stand up
Okay.
and then
Ooh. Who's getting thwacked? That guy? Go ahead and make your attack roll against him. Don't forget to target. 30's a hit. Love to see it. For 23 points of damage mixed between bludgeoning and a little bit of sonic splash damage. That doesn't hit anyone else. Alright. You smack him with a ball of sound, and he reels backwards a little bit on the ground. That is going to bring us to their turn. They are not going to sustain this spell. Mahari, would you like to reactive strike them as they stand up?
Yes.
Go for it. That'll hit. Love to see it. Oh my god, good damage. I hate that your d10s say 10 instead of just a 0. That's awful. Why would you subject me to that? Ugh.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, so they are standing. They have 2 actions left. They're mildly upset at this situation. And...
To be fair, they put themselves in it by having that waking the creature.
Well, okay. Let's just say they aren't exactly friends with this guy and more afraid of him. I think with his next action, he's going to go running about 30 feet that way to get away from you as best as possible, Mahari.
Alright.
Which, doesn't really leave him much room to do anything else aside from shield himself for this turn. And that'll bring us to the big guy who's now standing. He's got a Solomon. Solomon, did you get your turn last round?
Depends whose turn are you on right now.
This guy. So after he casts the earthquake.
I don't think so. I don't think I did go.
oh god.
Don't think so either. So, I'm so sorry. We're going to have you just go before him, and then I'm going to have you go again after him.
I can't tell because he's not on the tracker, so.
Right, he's hidden. Just take 2 turns real quick. On
2
accident.
turns?
Take 1 turn, then he'll get his turn, then you'll take your next turn. Because I think I forgot to have you go after he dropped you prone.
So this guy over here, is there like a wall between me and him, or can I just go
Funny
around
enough,
this
no.
corner
You
here?
can just go around, but you are still prone. That was what
I
made
have
me
kip up.
realize. Oh, well, okay then. Good on you. Mahari's or Solomon's just running after him.
I got a bone to pick with him.
Well, that's a crit success grapple, so he is
Strange now.
not going to be going anywhere else.
And And then still have one action. Sorry.
Ye olde flurry of blows and getting both hits for 34 total damage against him. And he'll make a fortitude save. That he will exactly succeed and not become stunned.
Alright,
But it doesn't much help because he's restrained. So now we're on the big boy.
Can't end turn though. I don't have a button.
Yeah, it's
Big
not
boy.
going to turn in the tracker. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and as he crushes the bit of rubble that ended up in his mouth and belches it out. With that belch, he is going to unleash a pulse of just nasty smelling miasma. I will need everyone except Solomon and the other ghoul to give me a fortitude save versus this smell.
Oh boy. Stinky, stinky.
Oh, fuck.
Aranth is fine, Mahari fails, Amira crit succeeds, and Kajmi fails.
I'm gonna
Can I
reroll
counter
my.
that? Because I'm a mirage, my dragon doesn't have nostrils.
Unfortunately, dragons have amazing nostrils. In fact, you have an imprecise scent to 60 feet right now. You probably have the best nose out of everyone.
Yep.
So
I rerolled with my last hero point.
I see that. You're just going to become sickened one, Kashmi, from the minorly disgusting putrid smell here.
Bleh.
And with his last action here, this guy's going to reach out and hit you with a claw, Mahari.
Okay.
As he is going to swing for the fences. Oh, that die was almost on a 20. That was teasing me. And 27 points of slashing damage into you with his claws.
Okay.
And now we are back to Solomon.
Okay. We're just gonna start beating the shit out of him, but I'm gonna go into my stance first so I can get a little more damage, hopefully.
Alrighty. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's, 2 crits.
That's low damage, my god.
Doesn't matter, it's still enough to absolutely obliterate him. You just crush this guy's head.
Alright, Solomon,
After
there's
the-
one more target.
After the tower collapses, he gets up from the rubble, starts looking around. They just see Solomon just approaching out of the rubble.
Right.
Remember me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. All I can do is move though because I did
Yep.
have to take an action. So I'm just gonna move up.
Alright.
Actually, 1 second. How far was
Uh-huh.
that? Okay, I can get up closer.
Yeah. If you want to come up into melee, you can.
Yeah. Well, it's me. Of course I do.
Alright, Amira, you are up.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and
All my luck was saved up for those 2 flurries.
just to crush the head of a
Demoralized.
ghoul.
Yeah.
Go for it, Amira.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, no. I need to devise first so that I can get a skill stratagem. Okay.
Get that +1 to your roll.
Mm-hmm. I remember order of operations.
We love it. Alright,
Okay.
that will succeed. Make him frightened.
Mm-hmm.
And thus the combo begins, stuck in Mahari's stupid aura.
And I'm also going to evangelize at him because we've seen him use Earthquake before.
Yeah, you saw him cast a
so
very strong spell.
Here's... It's Bonmo, but it's evangelize.
Yep, that will
Stupefied
succeed,
one
so
for one
stupefied
round.
1.
Okay, And last but not least, I guess it is finally time to stand up.
Okay. Then
After throwing a barrage of insults and threats at this guy.
that brings us to Kashmir's turn. Would you like to try and retch first, or do you just want to go wild and try and kill?
Let's go wild and try to kill. I can always drop later.
All
Yeah.
right. We'll have you
She's getting
fly
it.
around to give some flanking to Mahari and Solomon and get some yourself. And let's see here.
Does she have Draconic Frenzy?
She does not.
Oh, phooey.
I don't believe so, at least. I don't think it gives
Nope.
that.
It does not,
It
sadly.
does not. Yeah. Alrighty. So, your best damaging attack right now would be your Jaws to start off. So, let's go for a Jaws strike, which will unfortunately miss. And then a Claw strike, since that is agile, still does really solid damage and has a slightly better hit chance. And this one will hit. Huzzah!
Yeah.
Huzzah!
For 15 damage to him. Alright. Mahari, that's going to bring us to you. As Kashmir
All right.
has provided the flanking.
Gotcha. First action is to cast Touch of the Void on myself.
Heal up a bit and get a little bit of
Yeah.
a damage bonus.
Exactly. And then, where's the spell effect? Touch of the Void healing. And then, big guy, let's do a vicious swing with my spear.
Alrighty. Swing, as the kids say, for the fences and crit him. For 76 damage. Who are you, Kashmir? And fantastically enough for you, Mahari, a demon is a demon is a demon, and thus they are weak to cold iron.
Man, this cold iron has just been pulling its weight for me.
So that is going to hit him very hard. No enemies for the shock to jump to, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
I have a question. Do weaknesses get doubled on a crit?
they do not.
Okay.
It is
But,
just
yeah.
when they take that damage type, they take X extra damage.
Sure. All right. Well, that's my turn. A heal, a buff, and a vicious swing.
All right, Aranth. He's badly injured. Can you finish it off? Probably not, but we like to see you try.
I
Try.
believe in you, Aranth.
Now Solomon's hatred into your attack.
Is this thing undead?
It does not appear to be so.
Okay.
Would they have seen my spear bite extra hard into this thing's flesh?
Probably. And if they didn't notice it easily, you would notice it just from the feel, and you could call it out. Weak to cold iron.
I would call it out that this thing is a demon. Or now that it's a demon, it's weak to cold iron.
Typically, when anyone triggers a weakness or a resistance or immunity, I just allow everyone in the party to have that info.
Okay.
I assume you guys are communicating as you are fighting.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
pretty
That's a
good.
bold assumption.
Okay, I assume everyone's communicating aside from Solomon. You're probably telling things to Solomon, but I don't think he's responding.
Gotcha.
Just Solomon things.
I'm doing Solomon things.
I can't wait to take this map into Photoshop after session and combine it with the next floor's map.
Oh, God.
Because that's what I'm going to be doing. Aranth, are you going to bite him? Yeah. Yeah.
Blood piece.
Go for it.
Blood feast, yes.
Oh,
That's what
Rerolling.
hero points are for.
yeah.
Are you
No.
shitting me?
Oh my god.
No.
I know that
use
feeling too well.
another hero point, please.
Unfortunately, you cannot.
I'm going to roll into oncoming traffic.
All right. Well, unfortunately, that means he gets one more turn.
Wait, isn't that?
Nope, you
Don't
go
I go
after
before him?
I gave you an extra turn before him last round because I had skipped your turn prior. But you are directly after him in initiative. That's why it went you, him,
This hitting
you.
initiative is so annoying.
Because I don't want to show you his name.
You know you can hide
Can't
the
you ju-
name, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, can't you just put something over it?
I don't actually even know if it's shown for you because theoretically I have it hidden, but it shows for me and I'm paranoid. So you don't get to
Wait,
know.
this thing actually has a name?
Yeah. You could have potentially tried to talk to him.
What is it? What is it?
I'll tell you later.
Rolock the Earth Eater or something?
No. Anyway, who do
He's
I want
asleep,
to
I didn't-
claw?
He's asleep. I didn't want to wake him. I'm not a monster.
Me, claw me.
Solomon, you came up, saw two ghouls, their eyes go wide, and immediately went, I'm going to try and throw one into the pit.
Yeah, the ghouls, not this guy. I wasn't gonna touch him.
We are here to kill everybody. So
Yeah, like,
that is our explicit purpose.
I would have waited until he was awake, then I would have attacked him.
Well, we're hitting you first, Solomon. If that makes you feel any better, we're going to hit you with a claw. For 37 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And, man, I really want to crit someone with the claw. And the claw is agile, so that's what we're going to keep going with. The question is who?
me.
Sold.
Okay.
Bastard, you stole my hit.
A
Oh,
regular
shut up.
hit, not a crit.
Okay.
Let me crit someone, damn it! I have deadly 2d10 on this attack.
Reaction Iron Command.
Okay.
Where is it?
Are you going to deal persistent or regular damage?
Persistent. Here's the thing.
Sure, he'll take persistent damage. He'll take 3d6 persistent mental and 4 persistent spirit.
Okay.
Gesundheit.
Jericho, I see a +2. Where's that +2 coming from?
From your Touch of the Void. Or Touch of the Void.
So rules-wise, does that +2 go away once Touch of the Void goes away?
Yeah.
Yes, technically.
Okay. Alright.
This is also... yeah, so just deal 3d6 plus 2, and I'll deal 2 additional damage to him for 1 round at the end of this
Do you
turn.
need me to click any of these buttons?
The 3d6 and the 4. That actually gives me a damage button to hit.
And there's the persistent.
Thank you. And he doesn't care about persistent damage here. So he'll then, with his last action, switch back to Solomon. Needs a 13 to hit and down you here. And he will get his roll. Die,
Okay.
Solomon. 29 slashing damage to you.
I use a reaction as I go down.
What reaction?
Keeping flesh.
You've already used that once per day, I believe.
I thought it was the previous day that I used this.
Nope, that's why I have it on the tracking on your character sheet.
Oh. Gotcha.
So you
Whenever I
keep track
click
of these things.
whenever I clicked the use button on that, it never went down, so it was harder for me to keep
It
track.
should have gone down when you hit use. Foundry is spaghetti code. That's what we know.
Alright.
So, alright, you watch as he lashes out, stumbling slightly from Mahari's iron command. He turns his ire back on the weakened Solomon and sends him collapsing to the ground with his blow. Amira, that'll bring us to you. as he is going to take 15 points of persistent damage and not overcome any of it.
I am standing.
Okay.
I mean, like, I'm
Yeah.
just...
I realized that as I was talking.
Frick. Okay, that's fine.
He is no longer stupefied.
Skill, stratagem. I mean, I'll stride up so that I can potentially bait hits. But then I'm gonna recall knowledge.
What would you like to
I
know?
would like to know what this thing is.
Yeah, absolutely. Pretty easy to recognize at this point, especially with the fight in Urgalid. It is a demon, typically formed from the souls of undertakers, people who buried murder victims alive, intentionally neglectful gravekeepers. Stands about 30 feet tall, very tall compared to width. Weighs somewhere in the realm of 3,000 pounds, and they tend to have a lot of control over the earth. So, Earthquake being their most powerful ability.
Man, he a big boy.
He big.
Okay.
He heavy. But he is a demon, specifically.
And then, unfortunately, I can't really do anything else. I'll just stick my tongue. Oh, no. I'm gonna prepare to aid Kashmi.
Fantastic. That's what we love to hear. Well, go ahead and roll your aid as we hit Kashmi's turn, and she's gonna swing at this idiot.
Right there, diplomacy to hype her up, or do you want something
I
else?
typically ask for perception or an attack roll if you're
Okay.
trying to aid someone's attack roll. There's a specific, I believe, swashbuckler feat that allows you to aid with diplomacy.
That's correct.
A 29 is a crit success, so Kashmi will get a +3 on her first attack here.
Yeah.
Since you are a master in perception. And Kashmi, let's go ahead and chomp this asshole.
Kinky.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it.
Shut up. Because of that crit success aid and the flank, that will hit.
Would him still being frightened do anything?
It wouldn't have changed any further.
Oh,
But
okay.
thank you for the reminder. I knew I was going to forget that today. For 35 points of damage. And let's follow it up with a claw strike. This one will unfortunately miss. And... we will we'll prepare to aid Mahari's next attack.
Thank you.
So, Mahari, are you going to start with an attack?
I'm gonna do a touch of the void into Solomon to wake him up.
Okay. Also, don't forget to grab your champion's reaction extra damage.
Oh yeah, I forgot about. God
Yeah.
damn it!
I got you. I
Mother
just
of
put it on you.
pearl. Thank you. Here you go, Solomon. Wakey, wakey.
Doesn't even use his arms to push himself up. He just like snaps up to a 90-degree angle.
All right, let's go for another vicious swing.
All right, before you make your attack, Kashmi is going to attempt to aid you.
Okay.
Only expert, but that is a crit success, so go ahead and grab your +2 circumstance bonus to the attack roll.
Okay,
Skill
so
this thing.
plus +2. Okay. And there we go. Well, oh, it hits. Oh, god
Because
damn
of
it.
that
Even...
aid. That will hit.
Yay.
Damn.
This is why aid as a third action is the best. 33 points of damage is going to injure this guy heavily, and the cold iron weakness will be enough to take him down.
Thank goodness.
As you all stand amidst the rubble of the tower's top level, landing on you. And anyone who might be there, potentially also reeling from the impact, but yourselves are pretty injured.
Yeah.
And this large demon dead. That's where we're going to end the session for tonight.
Oh.
Thank you all so much for
Classic.
playing.
All right. Oh, fuck.
Classic Jericho fights where we constantly
Ugh.
roll like dog shit.
Look, it's the only way to balance it. Only
Oh.
one person went down. You guys are at relatively low health. You know, you fought
I
through this
finally got
entire
hit.
tower and your resources are relatively depleted.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah,
say
which
I
means-
rely on you to roll poorly for balanced encounters.
I finally got hit.
I downed Solomon twice in one session.
Well, technically once because the first one was an illegal one because he was stunned.
Shh, let me have this. Alright, well, I will see you all next week. Feel better, everyone. Feel safe and happy.
Hey, I'm just glad to have power and internet back.
Good on you.